Callaway Cavaliers football is brought to you in part by Kia of LaGrange, Holmes Pharmacy, Mallory Insurance, Emory Southern Orthopedics, and West Georgia Health. Now live to Callaway Stadium with Jack Mormon calling your play-by-play. Tony Walls is your color commentator, and Greg Hicks with sideline reports.
To every journey, there is a single step that gets it started, and tonight that step is against the LaGrange High School Granger for your Callaway Cavaliers. That's right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jack Mormon. To my right is Mr. Tony Walls. Greg Hicks will join us in just a bit, and we are ready for the first game of the season. It gets real tonight, Tony.
You know, Jack, you mentioned that first step. Every year, all these kids come into that first game, they're excited. They're looking forward to the first game. Emotions are high. They got butterflies, and if you don't have butterflies opening night, you shouldn't even be playing.
You're right.
So it's a big night for both schools as they get started on what they hope will be a momentous and eventful season for each team.
Well, watching on both sides, you think that two different classifications for these two teams tonight coming in, but Callaway dresses out a lot of young men. Those guys look ready to play tonight.
Well, Coach Wiggins has done a good job of getting those kids ready to play along with his staff. And you look at their roster; they have 16 seniors, but they also have a lot of 10th and a lot of 9th graders on the staff. And so, he tries to get them acclimated to the game situation on Friday night and that whole routine that they go through. And, they've always played a lot of kids, whether they've been a 9th grader or a senior. And so that's always helped them develop depth. And those kids know if they work hard, practice hard, they're going to get in the ball game. You
mentioned that pregame. One of the things I think that Callaway's done a great job is having that kind of regiment set. They've got folks that are coming in and cooking for the players before the game. They kind of have their routine. They know exactly where they got to be, when they got to be, so they are ready to go when it's time to kick off.
Coach Wiggins puts out a little time frame that he wants them to be in certain places. And you mentioned that routine, Jack, and that's only done after you have some stability in your program. And Coach Wiggins is I think it's his 13th year, 12 as head coach. Mm-hmm. And so the kids know what to expect, and Coach Wiggins knows what to expect. And that routine is important, that stability in the program. And coaches pretty much know what the other one's thinking, and it's evidenced in Coach Wiggins' record over the last few years.
Yeah, we talk about that three-headed monster of Dusty Hubbard and Matt Napier, and they're all there together, and they really understand each other. Their families are growing together, and they really are built a program that has kind of a legacy. Actually, he's by far the longest tenured head coach in Troup County.
Right.
Don Yellowberg's in his second year. Coach Glisson starting just this year at Troup High School. So he's really got the definitive program in Troup County right now.
And again, I think it's got a lot to do with the entire staff at Callaway. You mentioned Coach Hubbard and Coach Napier, all those kids all the way down. There's some turnover every year, as there is with graduation. Every team's going to suffer through some graduation. Sure. But if, you develop those kids when they're young and they can contribute, and hopefully the graduation doesn't hurt you too bad. Obviously, there's some names that are not here this year. Yeah. We talk about Terry Godwin, Eddie Culpepper.
But you can watch them on Saturdays.
That's right, Josh Williams. But, you're going to recognize a lot of names from last year and the year before. The kids have been in the program 3 or 4 years, and it won't sound like a new group of kids out there this year.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we're going to talk about last week's scrimmage game, kind of give you a little flavor of that, and then, of course, talk about what's going to happen tonight as the Callaway Cavaliers are taking on the LaGrange High School Grangers live here from Callaway Stadium right here. Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima for up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at kiaoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck. We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The story you're about to hear is real. I was working out of my office at Holmes Pharmacy. My name is Friday. Then she walked in.
I've got to see Mr. Gooddeal.
You came to the right place, lady.
Do you work here?
At Holmes Pharmacy? Yeah, I'm Friday.
Today's just Wednesday.
Holmes Pharmacy has a great selection of over-the-counter medications and home health care needs, and those are just the facts. Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton, home of Mr. Gooddeal.
That's why I'm here.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls, and Greg Hicks has made his appearance here in the building. We don't know if he's got a mic yet. You just never know about the Hicks man, as he's making his way around the stadium and checking out folks and see what's going on. He's kind of the mayor of football around town. He just goes around.
Well known.
Everybody wants to know what he thinks about the ball game.
There you go.
I want to tell you something real quick, folks, as you're listening. If you want to go over to eagle1023.com, if you'll click Watch Live, for $49 for the whole season, you can watch Callaway the entire season. You also watch the Troop games, any games that we're covering. In fact, there are also other games from other areas that you can watch. But, of course, Troop and Callaway will be there, everyone that we cover this year. You can get a season pass, and you'll be able to watch and listen to the games right there on eagle1023.com. You know, as I talk to a lot of folks, they'll project it up on their big screen. They'll watch it on their computer monitor. It's just a really neat way for you to enjoy the ball game. So we do invite you to go out there to eagle1023.com. $49 gets you the entire season for both Callaway and Troop, and you can watch it live there on your television in beautiful HD. Now, of course, you have to listen to us, so that's the other part. Maybe that's the trade-off to the whole situation.
That's why it costs $49.
But, we're talking a little bit about last week's ball game as the Callaway Cavaliers took on the folks from over in Greenville. Greenville didn't bring a whole lot of folks. I got about 35, 40 folks they brought to play.
Excuse me. Well, Jack, they are single A.
Yeah.
And they had, about 35 kids, only played maybe 12 or 15. But, their starters were pretty good athletes. They were able to make a couple of big plays against the Cavaliers. So, but, depth caught up with them in the second half, and the Cavaliers were able to pull away. But it was a good scrimmage for the Cavaliers. They came out basically unscathed, as they say, when other than bumps and bruises and nothing really major. So they got some kids back that didn't play last week, and that'll be big. So everybody's healthy to start this week, and I know they're excited, as are LaGrange High School. But it's opening night's always a big deal. We talked about it a little bit earlier. It's the kids are excited and they're nervous and they got all kind of emotions going on. But this is big. This is why you practice for Friday night in high school football.
You're exactly right. Last week, Dylan Johnson held the reins of the quarterback, did a great job, very poised back there. But tonight, we have Braylon Sanders stepping back into the quarterback role. He had a little bit of playing time last year. Tell you what, incredible athlete back there in the backfield, and that's been very successful over the past several years for the. It's been a great formula for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Coach Napier and the entire staff on the offensive side, they believe in getting the ball in the playmaker's hands. And Braylon is certainly a playmaker. He made most of his plays last year from a wide receiver position. So this year he's gotten reps over the summer. He's worked hard. Been to all the camps, all the 7-on-7s, and he'll be the starter tonight. And we're looking for a big game from him. And of course, he has some experience, as you said, but he's still young. He's a junior. Grange High School bringing in 2 sophomores, but they both played last year also. So, the quarterback matchup tonight will be critical, just like it is with any high school game, Jack.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll talk about those 2 high-powered offenses when we come back. Right now, you're listening to Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at kiaoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
We are named among the top 5% in the nation for patient safety by Health Grades in 2015. We are ranked in the top 10% in overall hospital care by CareChecks. We are a leading heart clinic with specialists in diagnostics and intervention that get to the heart of better care. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you the highest quality health care.
So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
And that's exactly right. The action continues right here in the booth. As Jack Mormon, Tony Walls, Greg Hicks bringing you the kickoff to the season here, live from Callaway Stadium as the Troop High School Tigers are taking on the LaGrange High School Grangers. And Tony, we've kind of talked a little about the excitement, but it's not just excitement on the field. You watch, you got the blue crew over there for the LaGrangers. They're getting excited. All the kids over there in that section. The band has actually moved into the end zone. They're going to be playing. The LaGrange High School band's going to be playing there from right underneath the jumbotron. It's just really getting hyped up. It's coming.
Yeah, well, you think about it, Jack. They're able to spread out a little more. They're not cramped in there, and they're a little more comfortable down there. Now, if it, keep those instruments dry in case we decide to get a shower or two. But it looks like maybe the sky's halfway clearing tonight, so maybe it'll go around us. But yeah, a lot of things going on. Jack, you said the blue crew on the other side, and of course our Callaway kids they'll be in here shortly. Our side's filling up pretty well. Our band is not hit the scene yet, as they say, and of course there's people are going to be filing in here. We got about 17 minutes till kickoff, so fans will be filing in here very quickly and fill this stadium up tonight.
Well, probably what it is they're in their cars and they're listening to us and they just don't want to leave. So they want to.
As I said, they may come in earlier now, Jack. once they remember that we're on the air, but you and I talk about it. We always have a good time doing these games. We look forward to it. These rivalry games, all of us being lifelong residents here in Troup County, and obviously, I'm a Callaway Cavalier, and I pull for the other teams except when they're playing us.
Exactly.
And I want all these kids to be successful because they deal with a lot. We're fortunate in Troup County to have mentors like these coaches at all schools, and one thing I want to mention, congratulations to LaGrange High School on the hiring of Mike Pauley as athletic director.
Smart move.
I can't think of another person in this town who bleeds blue more than Mike, and his enthusiasm is contagious.
In all things.
It really is. He's. I think he'll do a great job, and congratulations on that. And I know Mike's excited to have that job. He's a tireless worker. Of course, he's like the ever-ready bunny. That battery never seems to run down,
He's all time
and I'm proud for him, and congratulations to that.
Well, I like you, I'm a lifelong resident, and really have some allegiance to all three. And went to Troup High School, played football there, had a great time there. My daughters go to LaGrange High School, and I work at one of the feeder schools that sends kids up through there, and was there when Callaway High School, Middle School was broke ground. And the very first year they were there, I was on that campus and worked in that building for 5 years. So I'm a real big supporter of all three of these programs. I want to see just them all enjoy themselves. Now, but again, if you ask me, I might have to go with Troup High. That's just kind of the way I am.
And we wouldn't expect anything else.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick as they're getting ready to do the national anthem. Right now, you're listening to Troup High School, Callaway Cavalier football. There, I got my mistake there. Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports.
And now your national anthem.
of helping.
I put out a call for Mr. Good Deal.
I understand. You'll get the most for your money at Holmes Pharmacy, and those are just the facts.
I feel a good deal better.
See Mr. Good Deal at Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton. They'll be there for you when you need them. Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Jack Moore and Tony Walls up here in the booth, and Greg Hicks will get him to join us in just a few moments. But guys, as I'm thinking about this, let's talk a little bit about playmakers. First of all, on the Callaway side, we got Braylon Sanders coming back in to take on the quarterbacking duties, and he is exactly that. He's an athlete back there. He's going to be able to move around with the ball. We've gone both under center, gone to the shotgun, a couple of different looks in that offense. As Coach Napier does a good job of mixing things up back there. But he's also got some great support. Cedric Maynard had a great game last week. Dre Martin, he's going to just do a tremendous job in that backfield. At the line, I think Courtney Lay did a great job last week. Got Stephen Curtis coming back, playing with us tonight. That offense, I'm really excited to see what they're going to be able to do against the Grangers.
Yeah, and there's a young left tackle who's in the 9th grade. His name is Keandre Jones that everyone is excited about at Callaway. Young man is, as we said, he's a freshman. He's in the 9th grade. He's 6'3", and he weighs 265.
Wow.
And he'll be the right tackle tonight. And, the Callaway's going to have a really good-sized offensive line. Now, they have to perform. That doesn't mean if they don't perform that they'll do well. But they've got good size on that O-line. And you mentioned Cedric Maynard. Cedric's been in the program. He's a senior this year. He's been in the program for 4 years. And so he knows this offense. He's got great speed. He can really run. Tyreek Frazier, number 1, is also going to be a tailback. He'll get a lot of carries tonight. So they'll be able to rotate those guys in and keep them healthy.
Over on the LaGrange side, talk about the offense. LaPerrion Perry kind of there, every man back in the backfield. Played quarterback tonight. Ahmad Ogletree may rotate in a little bit, but Perry does a great job of managing that offense, and I think he's really expected to take off this year for that Granger O.
Well, he's a young sophomore who played a lot last year. I didn't get to see LaGrange play too much, but I do try to keep up, so I'll sound like I know what I'm talking about. But from what I understand, Perry is a very, very quick young man. He's got good football speed. He's got good feet. I know he plays basketball. And he does excel on the basketball court too, but he'll be a concern for the Callaway defense tonight. You can't let him get outside and make plays with his legs and his feet. They want to keep him in that pocket and get the ball out of his hands as quick as they can.
Both teams have gone to the air more than you would kind of expect from local football too. They like to kind of air it out, make sure that everybody's staying honest back in the secondary, and the Callaway Cavaliers can definitely go to the air if they need to.
Well, again, you mentioned Braylon moving to quarterback this year. He's Dre Martin, who was quarterback last year. He got hurt late in the year. He's moved to the outside this year. He'll be one of the wide receivers. And young Dylan Johnson will be out there some as wide receiver. Joe Brown will be out there. New tight end this year, Michael Freeman, younger brother of Keyshawn Freeman, who's now at Georgia Tech. So
nice article on him on ESPN.
Really nice article.
He's
He's a great representative, not only for Callaway High School but for young people. He's great kid, great parents, great family. really proud of Keyshawn. He does a good job at Tech, keeping his grades as he should, and preseason All-American from what I understand, and possible captain this year as a sophomore. So really proud of him. But, younger brother Michael is making a name for himself. Michael's got good size, and again, the offensive line had a little turnover, as you mentioned. Stephen Curtis is back this year. Courtney Lay is back at one of the tackles. Etarian Bowles is back. So 3 of the 5 starters are back. And you bring in Thomas Hodge and young Keandre Jones. And, we're excited to see what this offense can do, Jack.
And looking over to the LaGrange side, one of the things that the Grangers will be without is Luke Elder. Of course, big kid, a great character kid as well, but had that knee injury that's going to put him out for the season. Hope that he can keep that rehab going on, so that I think one of the Carolinas is looking at him as possibly bringing him in. So we hope that he continues to stay strong and continues to grow. I guess now we got the blue crew over there. That's what LaGrange calls their student section. Do we know the name of the Cavalier crew?
Well,
here?
I don't know. They're all dressed in white tonight. So, we'll have to come up with something, I guess, Jack. They probably already got a name. They just haven't shared it with us.
But that again is exciting to see the number of kids that are showing up here, and they're just lining up directly across from each other. It's going to be fun with those two groups getting going.
Of fun. A lot of fun on the field and in the stands too, Jack.
Yeah, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll bring Greg Hicks into the mix. We'll also be listening in to see who's going to win the toss. We're just going to bring you lots of excitement from here at Callaway Stadium right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The Moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all come see me.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls, Greg Hicks on the field. Greg, you got your ears on. Get your bike on. It'll work a little better.
It's been on.
Oh, no, there he is. All right.
Hey.
Got things going on down there?
I got a little echo. Does that matter to me?
No, it doesn't matter to me. You sound great up here.
The good thing is I can hear myself twice.
The better thing is we only hear you once. So, but it is an exciting night. We're kicking off. Tony, I've been talking about how we're kicking off things and how are things from the field side.
Well, there's a lot of excitement down here, and I smell a lot of hamburgers, and so that means there's a good excitement. A lot of fans line up over here by the concession stands, really on both sides. Walked around to the south end zone earlier, and they're not letting you cross over, which is understandable, because we don't want the students playing football, And I'll try to get the name of the student body, too, for Callaway. And just a little plug, those blue shirts look pretty good. I think Mud Creek Graphics did all that work.
Hey, that's awesome. Now, I've heard that someone told me that Mud Creek is now carrying Russell Athletic products.
The latest official Russell dealer. If you're a Russell dealer, we're out to get you, baby.
It'd be nice if some of the guys up here in the booth got some of those nice Russell shirts with
I was
different
thinking
teams
about
on.
that. We got to work on that.
That sounds good. Right now, you hear the boos from this side as the Grangers are coming into the end zone. They're getting ready to go through their breakthrough. Of course, now things are different. If you're kind of picturing us on the radio, we're here on the booth side, but this is the Callaway side tonight. But they are the visitors. This year, LaGrange High will play all of their home games from what was formerly the visitor side. So a little bit of change up. It's going to take some folks getting used to. Hey, maybe it will prompt them to go ahead and build that nice press box they've been talking about on the far side.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, and we mentioned Mike Pauley, and I saw him uptown. I said, Mike, one of the best things you did, you hired Coach Smart to coach baseball, and then your second best was to put your kids on the home side, on the visitor side, and get that sun behind your back. Tonight it's a little overcast, so it's not going to affect either one. But I think that's a great idea. That's at home field, and I don't know if Troop High School and Callaway is going to follow suit, but that's a great idea. The home fans have their sun to their back, and it's a lot cooler.
Well, I'll tell you from a facility standpoint, that locker room on the far side is much nicer than the divided ones over here.
Unreal.
So, it's real nice. Go talk about the captains we got down there.
A couple of raindrops coming.
For the Cavaliers, number 2 is one of the captains. That's Dre Martin. Number 10, big defensive end for the Cavaliers, J.T. Wortham. Number 14 is Javoski Leverett. Javoski's returning from a broken leg last year. Anxious to have him back. And number 56 is Courtney Lay, big tackle.
Looking down there for the Grangers, they've got the quarterback number 3, LaPerion Perry. Number 5, Dorico Smith. Number 12, Bobby Willoughby is also down there. I tell you what, looking at
the other one is number 50. That's Guy Wajinga.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Waginka. I actually know.
You're right.
Know his mom and dad. That's why I could pronounce that. So that's the only reason.
I apologize for the mispronunciation.
But now looking down there, LaPerion, he's a fast kid, but he ain't the biggest kid down there. Let's go down to Greg and see if he's got the coin toss.
Callaway calls heads.
Like I'm watching poker the way he's calling this here.
So Callaway has won the toss.
All right, let's see what they elect to do. They have deferred to the second half. All right, so that's exciting. Callaway has deferred. I would imagine the Grangers going to take it. Let's see what side they're going to defend. Discussing it with the officials right now. And here's where they begin to move them around. Greg, you're not going to get wet. Now, I got an umbrella up here if you want to run and get it.
Well, sugar melts, so I may need to come up.
Other things do too, so I'm going to leave that alone. The Grangers will be driving down the field towards the scoreboard side. The Cavaliers will be defending the scoreboard, and that's how we'll start it in just a few moments. Let's take a quick break. We come back. We got kickoff live here from Callaway Stadium as we kick off the season. Callaway Cavaliers and the LaGrange High School Grangers.
The story you are about to hear is real. It was a big day in my life, and then she drove by.
I'm a lousy shopper. I just don't know where to go to find the best pharmacy.
Lady, are you telling me you drive all over town and shop around several places before you're done? There's no need to be running around with Mr. Good Deal. You'll save time and money with no aggravation.
Where can I find this Mr. Good Deal?
Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal in LaGrange and Hamilton.
In sports, free agents are free to offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the opening act here, if everybody running on the field is any indication, it's going to be a barn burner tonight and super exciting. As right now the two teams have made their way from the sidelines. They're over there across the way. We see the Grangers. They're fired up, and on this side, Callaway fans have got a few umbrellas out, got a few sprinkles down there. But tell you what, everybody's super pumped as we get ready to open the season right here from Callaway Stadium.
Jack, one of the things the teams will be, obviously they're excited and the emotion, but which team can control that emotion, keep it under wraps. You're going to have some ups and downs in a four-quarter game. They played long enough to know that. So got to control your emotions. make the plays, forget about the bad plays and the good plays, and just continue to play every play and do the best you can on each play, and everything will work out all right. As you mentioned, the Cavaliers I believe they're going to kick off. As you said, they'll be moving from our left to our right, and number 31 for the Cavaliers is Cameron Spinks, 12th grade kicker who's been with us for 2-3 years now, young soccer player. Did a great job for us last year on kickoffs and extra points, and he'll be doing the kicking.
Look good.
Jack, we're about ready to go.
Looking back, let's see who we got deep for the Grangers.
That's Perry.
Yep, LaPerrion Perry, the quarterback, back deep for the Grangers. Callaway right now has all their guys over on the far side of the field, and I would expect as soon as the whistle blows, they'll bring them on in.
Well, they got it spread out a little bit, and they're looking to the sideline for. They like the directional kick, Jack. So we'll see exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're bringing them in now, and there's the kick, straight up the middle, taken over at the 20. They'll bring it up from there to the 25. Needs some resistance. Knocked off his feet at about the 27-yard line, and that's where the Grangers will have it 1st and 10.
Good coverage by the Cavaliers. Number 14, Javosky Leverett downfield on great coverage. Good return that time. The Cavaliers kicked the ball to the left side and pinned the Grangers on that side, and the Grangers are coming out in the no huddle. So let's play some football, Jack.
Y'all check their wrists. They've got the little wristbands with their plays on it. They check to the sideline, get those calls. Going to go from a shotgun set. Perrion behind his center, waiting on the snap. Takes it, rolls to his right, and he's going to be. Actually, they hook up on it, but he cuts back the other way. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and more. Up the middle of the field, gets across the 35, and a nice job of making something out of nothing there by the quarterback Perry.
That's how he can really hurt you. The Cavaliers got good penetration that time, had him pinned on the sideline. He reversed his field and came around the left side for a big gain. Brought the ball out across the 35, almost to about the 37-yard line. First down, second down, about 1, Jack.
They're going to go twins to this near side. Perry once again in the backfield. Has a man beside him in number 22, Clark. He sets back for the shotgun. He's got twins to both sides. Callaway making some adjustments. Steps up inside. Looks like we have some motion in the line that time.
Looks like he got a procedure call against the Grangers, and that's going to back them up about 5, Jack.
So still second down, be 2nd and 6 now.
Number 72 was rocking back and forth, kind of lifted his hands. A right tackle for LaGrange.
I'll let you tackle his last name, Jack.
Coy Tescaducey?
We'll call him Coy T.
I think Jerry Clower used to talk about Coy, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Perry looks at the sideline to get the call. Rangers all check their wrists. Step back up. Twins left and right. James Clark is the tailback. This time he lines up behind the quarterback, Perry. Perry takes it. Rides him in. Hands the ball off. Gets a nice little surge there. Gets across the 35 to the 36. They'll bring up third down.
Good job that time by the Cavaliers. Number 10, J.T. Wortham, and number 52, Keegan Ramsey combined to make that stop. Held it to about a 2-yard gain. Brings up third down and 2 as the Grangers are back up to the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Gates, one of their big receivers, lined up wide to this near side. There's the snap. He's going to keep it. Perry is going to be brought down the backfield for a loss, back about the 33-yard line.
Great job by number 19, Keegan Woods, young junior right end. Stayed at home and made the play. Stopped it for about a 3-yard loss, so that's going to bring up fourth down, and it looks as though the Grangers will have to punt.
Well, if they've watched any film from the scrimmage last week, they know that they don't need to give the Callaway Cavaliers this kind of field position, with the ball resting now at the 34, actually between the 33 and the 34-yard line. So they're going to bring the punting team all the way to the far side of the field, get their instructions, and run them all on at one time.
Back deep for the Cavaliers, standing at his 25, number 1, Tyreek Frazier. Number 34 for the Grangers will be kicking C.J. Harmon.
C.J. did the kicking duties last year for the Grangers. We're going to have a delay of game call against the Grangers.
Jack, I think they broke the huddle with 12, and the young man didn't get off the field, so that's going to back them up about 5 yards. Coaches on the Cavalier sideline are warning their guys, make sure watch for the fake, those types of things. So an opportunity here if the Cavaliers can handle this punt for good field position.
Yellowburks has ice water in his veins sometimes, but I don't think he'll go for a fake right here. Long time here. There's the snap. A little bit high. Taken. Kick gets off. Going to hit down at the 40. Take a Granger bounce all the way down to the 20.
Wow.
All the way down to the 10. Inside the 10 to the 5.
Good directional kick that time by the Grangers. That's going to turn out to be about a 50-yard punt. Jack's going to roll dead down around the 5-yard line, so the Cavaliers are going to be pinned deep in their own territory for their first offensive possession.
Yeah, that's a quick reversal of field. So good job by the kicking team for the Grangers. Maybe that extra penalty didn't really hurt them.
Well, they got
it in the end zone.
They got a great roll on that one, Jack. It hit on about the 35-yard line and rolled all the way down to the to basically inside the 10, down near the 5-yard line. So, Jack, one of the things that these teams, whoever we say it it's a cliche, but it's so true. You got to take care of the football. Turnovers will be big. You got to take care of the football, especially down here deep in your own end zone.
Oh, you really don't need to make a mistake here, that's for sure. And the Grangers will be looking to capitalize on something like that, too. Callaway breaks the huddle. It'll be Braylon Sanders in the quarterback. He'll go under center. He'll have an I formation standing behind him. Takes the snap. Rises fullback. Keeps it. Pulls it. Tries to get to the outside. Cuts back inside. And they're going to say he slipped down, I think, back around the 6.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to blow that one dead for a safety. They're going to call a safety, Jack.
Oh, my goodness. I guess he did slip and his knee went down around the line.
Well, again, good penetration by the Grangers as they get the first 2 points of the game. But, Sanders in his first play probably should have kept that ball, and he was hit. And you got to know where you are on the field. You can't go backwards down there.
That was deeper than I thought. They had to pay the ball on the 2 instead of the 5. That's my apologies there. So now it's 2-0. And now, which is the insult to injury play, we got to kick back to LaGrange now, and they'll have another opportunity to get their offense on the field.
Opportunity for good field position, Jack, here for the Grangers as they open up with the Cavaliers make the first mistake of the night, allow penetration, and the Grange High defense was able to come up with a safety for a quick 2-0 lead.
8:58 left to go in the first quarter play. As we mentioned, 2-0 in favor of the Grangers. But kind of taking their time now, getting back on the field. We'll be kicking from the 20. What's that chant, Tony? I don't
know.
Greg, can you tell what they're saying down there? I don't know if Greg's paying attention to me.
Yeah, the Cavaliers, Jack, are going to be punting from down near their 20-yard line. So the opportunity here for LaGrange High School to really get good field position again.
Well, it looks like you may be right. They may just go ahead and punt from here, which is something you can do instead of putting a tee down. Getting everybody down on the field in time.
Dylan Johnson's going to do the punting chores this year for the Cavaliers. He's going to kick it from about his 20. Going to be a line drive, going to go to the right side, Jack.
Right at the 40 is where it's taken, up to the 45, to the 50 around the right side, down the line to the 40-yard line. That's where the Grangers will have it, 1st and 10.
Good return that time by LaGrange High School. The Cavaliers lost contain over there on the far side. Ball was fielded near the 40 and brought back out across the deep into Callaway territory at the about the 39-yard line, Jack.
8:52 left to go in this first quarter play. 2-0 your score in favor of the Grangers. They got a safety against the Cavaliers as Braylon Standards his knee went down as he was trying to make a cut in the backfield. So now LaGrange with their second possession will start from the 40-yard line. Quarterback Perry, again, kind of in a pistol set with the back behind him. Rides his tailback into the line. He's going to get about 5 there. Across to the 35-yard line, brings up 2nd and 5.
Good tackle by number 10, J.T. Wortham from his defensive end position. Expecting big things out of J.T. this year. J.T. won the Ironman competition for the Cavaliers, and big, good-looking kid back for his senior year.
Once again, back to the pistol set goes Perry. He's got Clark behind him. Twins to this near side, the man split wide to the far side. Takes the snap. Handed off to his tailback again. Goes across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. Brings up what's going to be a 3rd down. Greg, how's the hitting going on down there?
Oh, they're hitting pretty tight. I was looking at the wideout, number 9 for LaGrange, stalk blocking number 6, and just kind of I tend to focus on one or two players, just kind of look at their techniques. So far, LaGrange is right up the middle for 3rd down and 5 now.
About 3rd down, 4.5, 5 yards. Quarterback going to hand it off in the line. Nice hole for him. We're going to get a 1st down to the 25-yard line, right up the middle.
Grangers caught the Cavaliers in a zone blitz that time. They were able to break the line of scrimmage and pick up another 1st down inside the 25-yard line at about the 24, Jack. Well, they're actually going to mark it on the 25 of Callaway, 1st and 10.
trying to make it a little bit of a quick offense this time. Again, right back to the same play. This time, nothing doing as the Cavaliers are all over that one.
Good penetration that time by number 14, Javoski Levitt, from his linebacker position. Hit the back in the backfield, and he was able to fall forward for maybe a 2-yard gain. Glad to have Javoski back for his senior year. We missed him last year with a broken leg, so excited about what he brings to that linebacker position.
This time, number 24, Kamani Burns, will be the tailback behind the quarterback. He backs up the pass. Going down the right side. He's got a man back there. Also got a Cavalier back there who intercepts in the end zone.
Great play by number 1, Tyreek Frazier. Had great coverage. The ball was underthrown. Intercepted by the Cavaliers, so they'll come out to their own 20-yard line. Good job by their defense.
It's just a matter of time that they were going to try Gates. They say he's got some of the best hands in Troup County. So first attempt, interception.
Good coverage by Tyreek Frazier, as we mentioned. He did a good job of catching the ball at his highest point. Never allowed the receiver to get back to the ball. So Cavaliers with a good job on defense after what could have been a disastrous start with a safety and a short punt. So now the Cavaliers got to get their offense going here, Jack.
They'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Cavaliers will have a little breathing room now. Kind of reset themselves. Only down 2-0. And here come the Cavaliers. Quarterback Sanders goes under center, has an I formation behind him. They'll split a man wide left and right. Steps back, hands off to the tailback. He's met by the Granger front line. He'll gain a yard, 2nd and 9. A late flag coming out there, too.
That's a good tackle by number 12, Bobby Willoughby, from his linebacker position, but the flag could have been for a late hit. A little too much enthusiasm that time. Looks like the Grangers are going to get penalized for unnecessary roughness.
You're exactly right. Personal foul against the Grangers. They'll march that one off. That'll be a nice field position help for the Cavaliers.
Looked like number 7 came in late on a hit, and that was a quick flag. So I think the Grangers in their fly-around defense, it kind of quick flags like that makes you want to hold back.
Well, and you want to see kids pursue to the ball, but you want to be smart when you get to the ball. So, I'm sure the coaches are excited about that pursuit, but they want to temper that a little bit with when you get there, if the play's over, you don't want to cost your team 10 yards.
Sanders will go back under center. He's got Cedric Maynard at the tailback position. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Maynard. Going to have a flag. This will whistle that one dead.
Going to be offsides maybe against LaGrange. Could have been lined up in the neutral zone, looks like, Jack.
It is exactly it. So it'll be first down and 5 to go. You like those odds a little bit.
Good to see us with a little better field position, Jack. Has been a result of a couple of penalties. So the Cavaliers trying to get their first drive of the season, or their second possession of this game. Second drive of the season, come back and score some points.
Something we talk about a lot is resilience. Like to see how Callaway, they had a little mistake down there. You kind of put that safety out of your mind. Let's get the ball down the field. Rangers showing blitz. Tall sweep by the Cavaliers. Cavaliers to the 50. 40, steps out of bounds, though, at about they're going to mark him at the 41-yard line, but he could have been gone. Maynard did a great job on that one.
That is going to come back, Jack. Looks like we got a hold against the Cavaliers. As the officials have decided they're going to get control of this game real quick. So, yeah, that one's going to come back.
Greg, that looked really nice coming around that right side. Had some nice downfield blocking.
Oh, it hit real quick, and he almost hit the sidelines all the way, but somebody pushed him out right there at the last. It's a shame that, like you said, Tony, they're getting a hold of this game fairly quickly. So it's going to make you play within yourself and not really be as aggressive. But as far as I'm concerned, keep on hammering. Make the refs throw the flag.
Well, you're exactly right, Jack. You got to play. You got to see how the game is going to be called. And again, so both teams now have had a couple of big penalties. That one's going to back Callaway up now. At least it's first down at about 20 now. Ball all the way back to the 26-yard line.
6:10 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0. Your score, LaGrange leading this one right now after a safety. Sanders goes back under center. Maynard at the tailback. Going to fake the handoff to the fullback. Sanders keeps it. Gets downfield across the 42. Goes out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Not a first down, but nice job of getting those yards back.
Good gain on first down that time as he ran the option to his right. Got good yardage, bring up second down and about 5 all the way out to the 43. And the Grangers are quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Got a good block from number 17, Devin Brock. Greg mentioned that stalk block. Good job on the outside that time.
Sanders checks the sideline. Makes some adjustments there. Body will be at the fullback. Tall sweep. And we're going to get to the 45, to the 50. Cutting back. Nice move at the 40. to the 30, 20, 10, and pushed out of bounds down at the 4-yard line.
Great drawing that time by Cedric Maynard. Cavaliers caught the Grangers in a blitz. He was able to get around the right side, and once he turned the corner, Jack, he made a good move, and we got another hold against the Cavaliers. So that one's coming back also.
No.
Boy, you hate to see that early, Jack. Boy, you wish you could let them play. I hope all these penalties are obvious when they show the films. But boy, you really would like to see them play and have some momentum. But
the action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Hate that you missed that last series right there. A hold is going to bring the ball all the way back. We'd gotten down to about the 40-yard line. And a huge run by Cedric Maynard. He went all the way down to the 4-yard line, but it comes back. The ball will rest now at the 40.
You know, and that's a spot foul too, guys, and it was actually a hold at the 50. We got a timeout here now.
All right, so the Grangers take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 2-0 is your score in favor of LaGrange High School Grangers. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
In favor of LaGrange High School Grangers. Callaway getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Napier.
During that timeout, the Cavalier coaching staff really working the officials there to
That's two holds in a row.
Yeah, to make sure that they're on the same page. But again, second down now about really second down about 6, Jack.
Not too bad. Sanders will go under center. I formation behind him. We've mentioned it before. And let's see, we got a timeout called by the Cavaliers, and Coach Wiggins does not look happy.
I think that the play clock was running out, Jack. I think he got that timeout in before the flag was thrown.
All right, well, they take a timeout. Let's take us a quick one and try to get all of our equipment stuff going on and fixed and ready to go with 5:44 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0 in favor of LaGrange right here on Eagle Sports.
We are named among the top 5% in the nation for patient safety by health grades in 2015. We are ranked in the top 10% in overall hospital care by CareChecks. We are a leading heart clinic with specialists in diagnostics and intervention that get to the heart of better care. We are West Georgia Health. Visit WGHealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you the highest quality health care.
So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back. 5:44 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0 your score. Grangers have it, and let's see if we get the playoff now, Tony.
Yeah, hopefully they can get it in before the clock runs down. So,
and a flag is thrown.
Got a little flinch over there on Callaway's left tackle. They moved just a little bit. You know, Jack, both teams are, you can see the nerves on both teams trying to get the jitters out for that first quarter. And, you know, everybody will settle down here. We got 5:44 to go here in the first quarter. And, you know, little jitters on both sides. So it's been a flag-filled first quarter, to say the least.
Well, there's 3 in a row on 3 consecutive plays for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
2
hard
holds and an offside.
And it's hard to get any momentum and get any continuity going on. But everybody will get into the flow of the game here shortly.
2nd and 11 is where the Cavaliers stand. Ball rests on the 34-yard. Should be about the 34-yard line. Sanders going to snap it, roll to his left. Looking downfield, he's going to keep it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and more to the 40. And he'll be tackled there. So a gain of about 5 brings up 3rd down.
Sanders did a little bootleg to his left that time to the far side of the field. Was looking for a couple of open people to throw it to. Didn't see anybody light, turned it up and gained about 4 yards. So it brings up a 3rd down now, Jack, and about looks like about 7. Ball's marked on the Callaway 39-yard line. 2-0, as you mentioned, Jack, with 5:16 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 LaGrange.
What inning is it?
It's been a long first quarter, that's for sure. They'll break the huddle, go to the shotgun set. Sanders takes the snap. And I think we're going to have that play whistle dead. There was a movement in the line again.
Boy, a lot of penalties in this first quarter. Cavaliers continue to shoot themselves in the foot on offense, really getting themselves pinned back deep. And I'm sure Coach Wiggins is not going to be real happy with the concentration and the timing so far.
No, actually, we had a nice little game there, got lost it. And Greg, are they just calling this thing tight, or are we making all these mistakes?
A little bit of both. First game jitters. We both had scrimmages, but this is legit. This is all for the. They see it as the one leg in the county championship. So there's a little jitter out there, but the officials they've been instructed to call it tight.
LaGrange showing blitz, and again another flag. My goodness gracious.
Boy, is that
another
procedure call on the Cavaliers. Boy, the timing of the Cavalier offense is absolutely horrible right now, Jack. They've got to settle down and focus and get their concentration back. They're just content. That's probably what, Jack?
That's 5 penalties.
5 or 6 penalties so far.
That's 5 penalties in this. Actually, I think in about 7 plays.
And when you take away those long runs, it wasn't just the penalized yards, it was the yardage that they lost on that big run by Cedric. So Cavaliers got to settle down and focus and make some plays here.
4:20 left to go in the first. 2-0 LaGrange. Backing up into a shotgun set. Sanders will take the snap. He'll roll to his right, throws a little screen pass in the middle of the field. Take a stutter step and then back upfield. Across the 35 to the 40. Gets across the 40 to the 42. Short of the first down, and I think we'll have to punt it away.
Nice call that time by the Cavaliers. They come up a little short of the first down, but they get out across the 40 to give them a little better field position. Little screen pass to the middle. Almost got the first down. Comes up about 4 and 5, so Cavaliers will have to punt.
Johnson will step in to do the punting duties for the Cavaliers. Back deep for LaGrange will be the quarterback, LaPerrion Perry. High kick. Taken down at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Grangers will have it 1st and 10. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. You're listening to Eagle Sports.
The story you're about to hear is real. I was working out of my office at Holmes Pharmacy. My name is Friday. Then she walked in.
I've got to see Mr. Good Deal.
You came to the right place, lady.
Do you work here?
At Holmes Pharmacy? Yeah, I'm Friday.
Today's just Wednesday.
Holmes Pharmacy has a great selection of over-the-counter medications and home health care needs, and those are just the facts. Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton, home of Mr. Good Deal.
That's why I'm here.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. It'll be a first down for the Grangers after their first play. Quarterback Perry keeps the ball, and they're going to have a procedure call going against the Grangers this time. So at least they're calling it both ways.
Yeah, I didn't see the movement that time as the Grangers must have flinched somewhere down. Again, that's the official on the near side. Does he have more than one flag tonight, Jack, or what's going on?
He's got him coming. He's like a magician. He just keeps pulling them out all over the place.
So now it's the Granger's turn. Shoot themselves.
I think he's calling on commission tonight.
Wow.
Got those flags prorated. Perry Taylor is so explosive. He's a little guy, but he is so fast.
Really quick. Got great feet. He really does. Able to make a lot of people miss and can really do some damage with his leg.
In fact, the previous play where he got the first down, he'd actually stepped out of bounds a little earlier than we thought. We thought he'd gotten across the 50. So he'll stand on the 35-yard line waiting for the shotgun snap. He'll roll to his right. He's going to look to throw. Throws across the middle of the field. And it's intercepted by the Cavaliers.
Let's see what the call is, Jack. Yeah, intercepted by the Cavaliers. Number 2, Dre Martin with a great break on the football. So the Cavalier defense gets a big turnover now, and the offense is set up first down and 10 on their own 45-yard line, Jack.
2 interceptions for the Cavaliers tonight already. One by Tyreek, now one by Dre.
That was a great break on the football right there. They had good coverage. The ball was really thrown low and did a good job of putting it where only his receiver could get to it, but Dre really made a great move on the ball and was able to get a big interception. So now let's see if the offense can get going here, Jack.
Give credit to the defense, but, when the Perry kid is just a little short and his height has a disadvantage in, he had a guy wide open, and they were just as a disadvantage when you're a short quarterback, you got all those tall interior linemen.
So here come the Cavaliers. Sanders will go under center. Come down the line with the option. Hand it off to the fullback. He'll pound in for about 3 yards. Well, it looks like they'll give him about 2. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's something positive. We got 2 yards and we didn't have a penalty. So now that brings up 2nd down and 8. Hopefully the Cavaliers can get something going here. But again, Jack, both teams really shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and those types of things. So they decided that time to hand the ball off to number 9, senior Brandon Body. Good to see Brandon. Brandon's been in that weight room this year, and he looks like a fullback now. He always has, but boy, he really looks like one now. So he picked up about 3 yards on first down.
2:34 left to go in this first quarter of play. 2-0 in favor of the Grangers right now. Cavaliers with the ball. Ball resting on the 46-yard line. We're going to go offsides from that far end.
Jack, that's just a simple matter of concentration right there. Our tight end moved that time, number 3. That's Michael Freeman, and that's just a matter of concentration right there. The Cavaliers have got to do a better job of concentrating on their assignment.
So, 2nd down and about 14. 2-0, as we mentioned, the Grangers scoring on a safety as Braylon Sanders' knee went down in the end zone. They're going to split out. Joe Brown wide to this near side. I formation behind the quarterback, Sanders. Sanders takes the snap, comes down the line on the option. Going to keep it, and he's going to bounce outside. Nice move to the 50. So he gets across the original line of scrimmage down to the 50. They'll bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Good gain on 2nd down by Braylon. Made a good decision there. He ran the option to the right side. Was able to pick up big yardage that time. Really brings up 3rd down and 5. Looks like Braylon's got a little something in his eye. So Dylan Johnson, you remember that name from last year. Quarterback Dylan Johnson comes in to run the offense here on a big 3rd down for the Cavaliers right at the 50-yard line.
That can happen sometimes on this field. Some of those little rubber turf pieces can pop up in your eye if you're not careful. Johnson under center, takes the snap, turns, tall sweep around at the middle of the field, and Cedric does a great job of keeping the ball. They try to rip it out of his hands, but he pulls it back away, gets back to the line of scrimmage, gains another yard. We'll bring up 4th down and 4.
Good pursuit by LaGrange High that time. Number 32, Keote Davis from his linebacker position. Number 9 for the Grange, Mike Hardy doing a good job of contain. So the Cavaliers going to bring up about a 4th down and 4, so the Cavaliers will be forced to punt again.
And Johnson will stay on the field. He'll do the punting duties for the Cavaliers. Granger sends some guys off. Low snap, bounces up. Johnson gets it off, though. Nice kick. Goes across the 20, down to the 10, and it's picked up there. The running back's going to step out at about the 16-yard line, and that's where the Grangers will have it 1st and 10. Good field position for the Cavaliers, pinning him back there.
Good punt that time by Dylan Johnson. Not the beautiful spiral he's looking for, but it did hit the ground and got a Cavalier roll. And Perry did a good job to save his team about 5 or 6 yards there. That ball was headed to the corner down there. Jack, they could have really been deep in their own end zone as it is. They still don't have great field position, but it's better than it could have been.
45 seconds left to go. 2-0 is your score. Perry will be the quarterback. He'll have really trips to the top end. Actually, they're going to roll the back in the backfield with him. Twins to the far side. Single wide receiver to this near side. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. Going to keep the ball and run it. And finds a nice little seam with the middle. I tell you what, we got to hold on to him or he's going to be gone. Gets across the 35 down to the 38-yard line. The range coaches are wanting a horse collar tackle, but they're not going to get it.
Good run that time by Perry. Got good blocking on the right side. And Jack, it looks like the Grangers have decided to put the ball in Perry's hands on every play and let him make plays. Good tackle that time by number 7 for the Cavaliers. Young 10th grader out there. That's Travis Taylor from his linebacker position.
Yeah, he just hit him up high, and Perry spun as he went down, so it kind of looked like he was getting from behind. But Perry is explosive. We cannot give him the open field, that's for sure. He takes the snap. We're going to keep it. We're going to get him in the backfield. Down around the 33-yard line. Great job by the Cavaliers bursting through that line, including Dylan Johnson.
Great penetration that time by number 10, J.T. Worther from his defensive end, followed up by young Dylan Johnson from his linebacker position. Perry almost got out of that tackle, but Cavaliers did a good job of getting a lot of people around him that time. Play lost about 5 yards. Brings up about second down to about 15. The ball's all the way back inside the LaGrange 25, so they're going to have a quick timeout. Well, that's the end of the quarter, Jack.
Hard to believe, but yes, we finally ended the first quarter. 2-0 is your score. Callaway trailing the LaGrange High School Rangers. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The Moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all come see me.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Fresh set of minutes, 12 minutes left to go on the clock as we hit the second quarter underway. 2-0 is the score. Rangers have the ball, and the quarterback's going to get across. Perry's going to get to the 40-yard line. He's going to pick up the first down.
Good run on second down that time by Perry as he got back up to almost just past the original line of scrimmage. Jack out to the 40, looks like the 41-yard line, going to bring up third down and about 9 for the Grangers.
That's right, they had a penalty. My bad. I thought that was a first down. Wrong yard marker. Perry once again takes the snap. Looks like he's going to pass. Got some pressure. Airs it out way down the field. And there's several Cavaliers down there. And we're going to get a penalty against us for some pass interference on the far side.
Well, he just didn't look back. You know, the receiver's eyes are focused on the football. Corner's got to know to look back. So he was bumping him all over.
Looked like he might have
grabbed a good penalty.
Looked like he might have
touchdown.
Looked like he might have grabbed his hands from up here, Jack. Sure did. Luckily for the Cavaliers, he didn't score a touchdown, and that'll come back to the line of scrimmage and be marked off from there. But looks like that might give the Grangers a first down here.
Yeah, they'll get a first down out of that. Greg, I think you make a great point. He just didn't know where the ball was, wasn't aware of that. We've had such great coverage so far in this ballgame with 2 interceptions already by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's going to bring the ball out, put it into Callaway territory now, down near the Callaway 46-yard line. First down and 10 for LaGrange High School.
11:23 is your time on the clock. 2-0 your score. Rangers look to the sideline to get their play. Twins to this near side. Man set wide to the far side. Perry gets the call, steps up, lets his linemen know what they're going to be doing. Takes the snap, kind of steps forward, hands the ball off to the tailback. Number 24 for the Grangers, Kamani Barnes.
Good gain on first down by LaGrange High School, the middle of that offensive line. Number 73 looks like Alexander Clark from his center position. Number 72, Coy T again, as we said. And number 55 looks like Jordan Reagan doing a good job up front.
Quickly, they're right back, and this time they're going to hand the ball off again to the same tailback. He kind of just steps over some linemen, getting all the way down to the 31-yard line. First down.
Good job again that time by the middle of that by that Granger line as they found some success right up the middle of the field now. They continue to go there as they pick up another first down, Jack, with 10:54 to go here in the second quarter. And LaGrange up by a score of 2-0.
So first down for them with 10:54 left to go. 2-0, as we mentioned, is your score. LaGrange leading. Here we go. The officials had to talk to him a little bit. Play clock continues to roll again. The quarterback, LaPerrion Perry, looks to the sideline, checks his wrist, gives his call to his lineman. Steps up into a pistol set, and we got some
Looks like a little movement again on LaGrange High School.
Yep. I think someone got set and came back up.
One thing LaGrange has done a good job on this drive, Jack, is their offensive line has been able to move the Cavalier defensive line. Yes. And they found some success right up the middle of the field. So, the Cavaliers are going to have to get that corrected.
You got some big guys like senior 52 Emmanuel Mann. I mean, that's a healthy young man down inside. To move him around is pretty tough. Perry takes it. Going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who's going to get rocked right there at the 35-yard line.
Hit hard by number 18, young Jabril Jackson from his linebacker position. Almost lost a handle on that football. The exchange was not real clean. Did a good job to hold on to it. Play actually lost about 3 yards all the way back to the 34-yard line of Callaway. Brings up second down and about 14, Jack.
Perry wants to get into the shotgun set. He rolls his tailback to his right, twins to this near side. Takes a snap. He's going to keep the ball, roll to his right. Trying to get to the corner, cuts inside, nice dog block, but he gets only to the 30, and a late flag comes down, and that doesn't usually mean a good thing for the Cavaliers here. Actually, no, it gets the Rangers.
That's going to be a hole. Coach Hubbard saw that one right off, so that's going to back on number 21 there for the Grangers. Got called holding. That's DeAnthony Rachel. So, that's going to back the Grangers up. So, Jack, I guess the theme of the first half is each team with penalties. I know the Cavaliers have had they're approaching double digit, and the Grangers are headed that way themselves. So every time one team gets a little momentum going, they have a costly penalty. So that brings up second down, and wow, what, Jack?
A whole bunch,
a lot. So let's see if the Callaway defense can stiffen up here and hold the Grangers and get that football back.
Clock's calling it 23. I'm going to go with 25 as I'm looking at it.
Play clock, Jack, down to 6. I'm not sure they're going to get this off.
Rangers got to move fast. They're checking their wristbands. They're down in their stance. He does get it off. Perry, I'm just going to call his own number, go around the left side. Finds some room. He gets to the 30 and gets upended just short of 30, and a late flag going down the far side.
Yeah, here's another flag, Jack. I'm not sure what this is going to. It looked like maybe another hole, Jack, out there.
So it looks like a wide receiver's downfield holding.
Nice gain that time by Perry as he went around the left side and picked up good yardage on second down. It was going to bring up third down and maybe 4, but yeah, it's going to be another holding call. Is it face mask?
Face mask would look like.
Well, it must be on the Grangers because they're going to back them up. So could have been the blocker outside, but whatever. Brings the ball back to the Callaway 40-yard line.
Brings up a spot foul.
Brings up second down again. Second down in about 20.
That'll make it second and 20.
Kelly's got to roll a guy off. So second down and 20 is what the Rangers are facing now. They've got to go all the way to the 21-yard line to get a first down. Perry takes a step to the left and then comes back right. Should be actually reverse that. And he's going to get down to the 20, and he could go to the 10, steps out of bounds there. He's going to get the first down. Really was amounted to a broken play. He kind of stepped to his right, didn't see what he needed to, came back left and found some room.
Great individual effort that time by Perry. Started right, didn't see anything. Cavaliers lost contain on that left side over there. He was able to break it down that sideline for a first down. Now the Grangers are set up at the first down and goal at the Callaway 10-yard line.
8:48 left to go in this first half of play. 2-0 is your score.
Cavaliers going to take a timeout, Jack.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. As we mentioned, 2-0 is your score. LaGrange leading right now, and LaGrange knocking on the door right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Jesse Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima for up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Right now, the Callaway Cavaliers are trailing 2-0. The Rangers have been plagued by the penalty bug, just like the Cavaliers were earlier, but they've broken free of it and gotten the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line.
One thing the Grangers have done, they've done a better job of overcoming some adversity here, Jack, with those penalties in the first half. They've been able to convert and get out of a hole, and now they're really threatening the Callaway goal line.
The Perry, the quarterback, will step back. Get behind the center in the shotgun set. Takes the snap. Steps right, goes back left, finds a hole, and he's going to go into the end zone for a score for the Grangers.
And, you know, Jack, they found something that works, and they're going to stick with him. And Perry's been their whole offense this first half, and he did a good job on that drive. Good job by the front line. And he's going to go in for a 10-yard touchdown, put LaGrange up by a score of 8-0 with 8:40 to go here in the first quarter with the extra point to come.
Got some young fans running out on the field there. Granger's going to swing the gate just like Callaway did last week. They line up their guys over on the far side. Kicker stands behind the center. Now they go back to a regular set.
Number 17 is going to do is that 17, Jack, for the Grangers? I don't have that number, so we'll not sure who's doing the extra point here.
Well, here's Matthew Thomas. And the kick is no good. So with 8:43 left to go in this first half of play, 8-0 is your score in favor of the LaGrange High School Grangers. We'll take 30 seconds back to the station. We'll come back. Lots more football right here on Eagle Sports.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 8-0 is your score in favor of the Grangers. They'll be kicking the ball off left to right to the Cavaliers. Cedric Maynard will go back deep for the Cavaliers, along with Tyreek Frazier on this near side. And looks like that's going to be Dominique Copeland over on the far side, back deep for the Cavaliers.
You mentioned number 17 for the Grangers doing the kicking. That's Matthew Thomas. He's going to kick it off at about his 40-yard line. So Jack, the Grangers are really reeling right now on defense. What they need now is a long drive by their offense, go down and get a touchdown. Let this defense rest a little bit and get their legs back under them.
Here comes the kick. There it is, a pretty good kick there. Going to sail back and roll into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20, and the Cavaliers will have it there, 1st and 10.
Good job of directional kicking that time by young Thomas. He hit the ball real well, went out of the end zone on the far side, so Cavaliers will start this drive on their own 20 again. And you know, Jack, the Grange High dominated that second quarter so far. Of course, there's 8 minutes to go, and a long way to go, but the Cavaliers really need a good drive here from their offense.
Well, you know, with the exception of a couple of mishaps, you know, the Cavaliers would have been on the board right now. They had that long touchdown call back on a holding, several significant gains on a holding. So let's put something together on this drive here, Tony.
I'm with you, Greg.
The quarterback, Braylon Sanders, number 12, will step back under center. Takes a snap. Toss sweep going around the right side to Maynard. Maynard following his blocks, gets a nice block in front of him, and he's in the middle of the field to the 40, 45, 50, makes a touchdown, loses the ball. He gets on it, though, back at about the 48-yard line. Great presence of mind. Made a spin move right there at about the 46. Lost the ball. Lost it big time. Flew up in the air. But he's able to get back on top of it.
Good job that time by Cedric Maynard. They ran a sweep to the right side. Saw some daylight on this side and cut back. Number 9 for the Grangers, Mike Hardy, sort of snuck up on him and knocked the ball out of his hands. But good presence of mind by Cedric to fall on the ball. So a good gain on 1st down now for the Cavaliers. 1st down and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here come the Cavaliers. Nice field position. Ball resting on the 47-yard line. Sanders was once more going under center with the I formation behind him. He'll come down the line on the option. He'll hand it to Body. Body fights inside. Gets about 2, maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Good job that time on the right side of the line. Number 51, Thomas Hodge at right guard. Number 59, Eterian Bowles from his center position. And, of course, number 9, Body getting up a little slow. Number 3, Michael Freeman from his tight end position. And the big right tackle, the big 9th grader we talked about, Mr. Brown on his side, Keandre Jones on the sideline there. So the Cavalier offensive line doing a little better job of coming off the ball on this drive, Jack.
8-0 is your score. LaGrange leading right near. The Cavaliers are driving down the field. Right back to the eye. The quarterback, Sanders, fakes the handoff, steps back, going to throw downfield. He's got a man who comes back to the ball, makes a great catch at the 35-yard line.
That's a great individual play by Dre Martin and a great throw by Braylon Sanders. You see the strength in his arm as he rolled to his right. Dre Martin did a little sideline pattern down near the 34, 35-yard line. Had good coverage by LaGrange High School, but he came back to the football, and that's what created that completion right there.
Greg,
good heads-up play by Martin, and what a bullet from Sanders. I'm kind of standing behind him, and he put that on a rope.
Hopefully that'll loosen up the LaGrange defense now, and the Cavaliers can get that running game going.
Back to the eye for the Cavaliers. Twins to this near side. Maynard's the tailback. We'll back up and hand it to him on a little draw play. But the LaGrange's going to meet him in the hole. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Good job that time by LaGrange High School. Number 22 from his linebacker position. That's James Clark. Did a good job of filling that hole. Number 45 also in there. Jack, you may have his number. I don't have number 45's number on my name on my roster. Brings up 2nd down now, Jack, at about 9.
Holston Seaball. 6:37 left to go.
Play clock's already down to 10, Jack. Cavaliers still in the huddle. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off.
Play clock in both end zones.
Quarterback's right in front of him. He needs to get this play off.
He does. Sanders backs up, going to throw a quick out here. The pass is complete to Dre Martin. Martin, though, not able to do a whole lot with it. Gets down near the 25-yard line.
He gets up.
Good job by the Cavaliers going downfield and blocking after the throw.
Good tackle that time by LaGrange High School's DeAnthony Rachel. Had him one-on-one out there. Good open field tackle. However, Dre was able to get forward. Brings up a 3rd down and about 2 now with 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Cavaliers trailing by a score of 8-0. Ball's on the LaGrange High School 26-yard line.
They break the huddle. Sanders will go to the shotgun set. He'll have Maynard to his right. Trips, kind of a real tight trip set to this on the far side. Sanders rolls to his right, looking. Going to dump it right in front of him. Get up to the 20. Got to go. Got the 1st down. That's what we need right here at the 20.
Good job that time by Braylon Sanders as he rolled to his right. Had Cedric Maynard short, Joe Brown deep. Had a couple of options there. Dumped it off to Cedric. Cedric took it forward for a 1st down. 1st down on the 20-yard line for the Cavaliers with 5:34 to go here in the second quarter, trailing by a score of 8-0.
You know, Greg, we don't have to get too excited here. Just kind of methodically move the ball down the field. Still a lot of time on the clock.
You know, they put together a nice drive so far, so just take your time, run your plays, run your offense, do your blocking technique. They're going to put it in the end zone.
Sanders goes back under center. Comes down, runs the option. He slips again. He's trying to fake the handoff, trying to make a cut, and his cleats aren't liking this turf field tonight.
Yeah, he slipped down. He did fall forward for maybe a yard, but yeah, he had some opportunities to get the ball out to Cedric Maynard on the corner there. I'm sure the coaches in the booth will see that, and they'll mention that to young Braylon as he gets his first action at quarterback in a game situation. He's done a pretty good job so far.
He has.
Made a couple of good throws, made a couple of good runs, so hopefully he can get his team into the end zone here and bring the Cavaliers a little closer.
They're going to send Dre Martin out wide to this near side, have a slot receiver right inside him, and number 11, Joe Brown. Rangers showing blitz, and somebody jumped off sides.
It looks like LaGrange High School jumped into the neutral zone.
That blitz package, they came up to it a little too fast.
You know, you mentioned in high school, Jack, once you get in that neutral zone, you can't get back once you break that line. So that's a help for the Cavaliers right there. Picked up an easy 5 yards. Ball's down inside the 15 at LaGrange High's 14-yard line. Brings up 2nd down in about 4. 4:20 to go here, Jack, as we mentioned in the second quarter. Your score, LaGrange 8 and Callaway 0.
Granger scored on a safety and a touchdown by Perry. Sanders takes it, tall sweep. Maynard gets across the 15, down to the 10. He's still on his feet, close to the end zone.
Good run by Cedric Maynard. They're going to mark him down near the 5-yard line, Jack. I believe it's going to be 1st and goal down there for the Cavaliers. Good job on that right side by Courtney Lay, number 56. Michael Freeman from his tight end position as that offensive line now start to flex their muscles a little bit. As Jack said, we've got to get this one in the end zone. So far, so good. It's been a good drive, a good response by the Cavaliers to that scoring drive by the Grangers. So got to take care of the football, put it in the end zone here.
You know, and after Maynard had that long run and fumble, then recover, he came back out with a cramp. And and they spelled him a couple plays, and so now he's going back out. So let's see what they do with Frazier.
Go around that right side. Got the place to be whistled dead.
I think what we're going to have is number 5, the corner for LaGrange, had already pointed out number 11. Kind of hesitated last play and kind of jumped a little bit, and now they're going to call it on number 11. It looks like moving. So let's go back to number 5.
Let's go against LaGrange.
Trying to plead his case, but to no avail.
Maybe number 5 lined up again off sides. It was over here by the official on this side.
Hey, half the distance to the goal.
So that sets up first down and goal now for the Cavaliers inside the 3-yard line at about the 2.5. So a break for the Cavaliers. So let's see if they can take advantage of it right here and get this score a little closer.
79 yards we've gone so far in this drive. Rangers roll a man on late. 3:19, clock continues to tick. Sanders under center, hands the ball off to the fullback. He's going to pound inside. Does he get it? Yes, touchdown. Callaway Cavaliers.
Good job that time. Braylon Sanders followed his big fullback in there. Brandon had a good block. Braylon fell across. It was close, but Braylon broke the plane and puts the Cavaliers on the board. Quick 6 points there, so that makes the score 8-6 now with the extra point to follow.
Looks like they're going to go for 2. Good surge by that offensive line. Standing here, they just leaned forward and kept driving those feet, and we broke the plane of the goal line by about an inch.
And Jack, you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to line up for 2. Good call. I think you'll see most coaches in high school and college, when you're down by 2 points, really an extra point here, 1 point doesn't really help you that much. So why not go for 2 and try to tie it up, as the Cavaliers are going to take a timeout here.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 3:12 left to go in this first half of play. 8-6 is your score. We'll see what's going to happen right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. 3:12 left to go in this first half. 8-6 your score. Granger's leading right now. The Cavaliers just scored a touchdown, and now we'll see what's going to happen. They're going to go for 2, pretty sure.
Well, they're checking the inflation on the balls right now. They've had to change a couple over. They've got a scale down here.
Greg, I don't know. Greg, you have a better view than we do. Tell us about the crowd over here on the Cavalier side. It looks like it's pretty well packed on both sides.
There is. I believe there's more. There's a few more Cavaliers than there are Grangers.
Well, they'll get here about halftime.
Well, I know they're a little louder right now because we just put some points on the board, woke everybody up. So let's see if the Cavaliers can get 2 right here and tie this thing up.
All right, here we go. Cavaliers make their way to the field. Sanders going to go to the shotgun set. He'll have Tyreek Frazier as his tailback. Takes the snap. And the plays will be whistled dead.
Looks like another penalty on LaGrange High School.
LaGrange High, half the distance.
I'm not sure if they're lining up there or some shifts going on. Greg, you could probably see it better than I could on that one.
They're sneaking up in the they're encroaching into the neutral zone.
Okay.
They're taking every inch that they can.
Well, it is
or that they can't.
It's going to be a running practice on Monday as they're going to be assessing a lot of these penalties.
Excuse me, Jack. It looks like it might change the play call for the Cavaliers as they come back now in a power I formation.
All right, here Sanders goes under center. Takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to his tailback. They ride him down, and he's going to be short, and he does not make it into the end zone.
Wow, what a great play by number 32, Keote Davis, from his linebacker position. He read that play and shot the gap and hit him in the backfield before he was even able to get going.
All right,
I think Coach Wiggins is giving the offensive line a little bit of attention right now. That shouldn't have happened. You kind of know the linebacker's going to blitz. At least the middle one anyway. Outside linebackers need to pay containment, but that middle linebacker's going to see what's there.
Nevertheless, a good drive that time, guys, by the Cavaliers in response to the touchdown. Gets it down back to 8-6 with LaGrange High still leading with 3:12 to go here in the second quarter.
80 yards down the field. Let's take a quick break. Back to the station. 3:12 left to go in the first half. 8-6 your score right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all come see me.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Rangers put a couple of men back deep, including LaPerion Perry, along with Ahmad Ogletree. Both guys that played quarterback for the Rangers.
Number 36 going to do the kicking chores this time for the Cavaliers. Young 10th grader Noah Stevens.
His brother Zach is here. And the Cavaliers are going to... What line do we go across?
I don't know. It's going to be offsides on Callaway High School, but they're going to back it up to the 35 to kick off.
We did not break the plane of the ball, did we?
Well, I wasn't up there, but it looks like they may have here close to the Callaway sidelines. We may have had a wide out and step his foot across, kind of leaned down. It either was on the line or just over the line. He probably wasn't paying attention to what he was doing.
All right, well, it's enough to back us up 5. Yet another penalty.
Next week.
Yeah. Here we go. Stevens will step up. Get a nice kickoff. Not real high, but a nice line drive taken back at the 12-yard line. Rangers bring it up. My goodness gracious. There's the hit of the ball game right there.
Number 10, J.T. Wortham.
Good.
Welcome to high school football.
Wow.
Woo!
LaPerion Perry caught the ball, was making his way up the field, and he met J.T. right about the 25-yard line, and it did not go well for him.
I apologize for hollering into the mic there, Jack, but that deserves another boom.
Are you kidding me, Tony?
Wow.
Are you kidding me, Tony?
Wow. And if that doesn't get the defense fired up, nothing will.
All right, don't let anybody get behind you here, because look for the Rangers to try to go to the air. 3:06 left to go in the first half. They'd like to answer. And a flag now against...
Boy, I don't know what.
Against Callaway.
I really don't know what's going on, Jack. It just seems like.
I don't know if it's taunting, unsportsmanlike conduct, or what.
I'm not sure.
Nobody was moving other than maybe their mouth.
I'm not sure what's going on, Jack. And it's 15 yards, Jack.
That's exactly what it is.
Unsportsmanlike, 15 yards down the field. So the Rangers get some nice yardage there.
And, you know, Tony, that just kind of takes away that thunder that just happened on that kickoff.
You're right, Greg. 3 minutes to go. This is a big 3 minutes for both teams.
Huge.
Both teams right here. Who can respond here in this 3 minutes? Who can take the momentum back? Who can keep it? Who can go into halftime with the momentum so that when they come out in the second half, and the Cavaliers will get the ball in the second half, they will receive. So it's a big 3 minutes here in this football game with the score of LaGrange 8 and Callaway 6.
All right, so here we go. Perry's all by himself in the backfield. Wide receivers all over the place. He's going to step in the middle, little draw play with the quarterback. We get him down he gets across the 50, get him down to the 47. He is so quick.
Boy, and that's what he can do. He can really hurt you. He can really hurt you with his legs. He dropped back, saw nobody open. Dylan Johnson caught him from behind along with J.T. Wortham, but picked up a first down as the clock continues to run. I'm sorry, stopped with 2:59 on the first down, and they wind it now.
8-6 is your score. LaGrange leading Callaway right now. Rangers across the 50. They're driving, ball resting on the 47-yard line. Perry, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands the ball up to his tailback. Who may go? He's across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. It gets all the way down inside the 25 to the 24.
Good job by LaGrange High School offensive line, number 72, Koi Tedazuchi, as we mentioned, number 62, Cody Whaley. So good job by LaGrange High offensive line that time.
They are winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. Perry takes the snap once again, handing to his tailback. This time he gets stopped up, and he breaks free around the right side, cuts back inside, drives all the way down to the 15.
Good running by number 24 that time for the Grangers. Kamani Barnes. Cavaliers got to do a little better job of tackling and wrapping up. Got to get more people to the football. as they make some substitutions now. LaGrange High driving, 2:17 to go till halftime. They already lead by a score of 8-6.
And they've gotten down here quick. Of course, a big 15-yard penalty had a lot to do with that.
Just when you begin to focus on Perry they break out with a tailback.
Yeah, Ahmad Ogletree stands to the left of Perry.
And we got another whistle.
Timeout called by the Grangers. All right, the Grangers call a timeout with 1:57. They lead 8-6 over the Callaway Cavaliers right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, welcome back. Minute 57 left to go in this first half. 8-6, but Granger's driving with the ball resting on the 15-yard line. Second down and 1 for a first down. The quarterback, Perry, checking his line, trips to the top side. Steps up, hands the ball off to the tailback who breaks out. They're stopping him in the inside, guys, but he's finding a way to bounce out, either left or right.
Really like to watch number 24, Kamani Barnes, run. Young, big senior there. Keeps those big legs moving. And Cavaliers got a couple of people around him that time and were able to slow him down for no gain.
He actually does end up getting a first down off that. Got a little bit of a gain.
Right.
Barnes will be to the left of Perry. Perry takes a step, hands the ball off to Barnes again. Got a flag on the play.
Looks like Barnes that time was leaning a little bit, so that's going to be a motion against LaGrange High School, and that'll back them up 5 yards. So a break there for the Cavaliers, Jack.
He's been doing that just about every play. Got that little lean into, but he had a step that went with it this time.
Right.
So they'll back it up. So it's 1st and 15, but boy, we are so close right now. Got to hold them out of the end zone here. Minute 21 clock continues to tick down. Minute 19. Perry will stand behind the center. Takes a step, rolls to his left. He's just a pure run here. We get him down to angles. He pops out. He gets across the 20, down to the 15. Going to go out of bounds over there. And boy, does he slide when he hits the ground.
And boy, he's elusive, too. He had good pressure by J.T. Wortham. He missed him in the backfield. Number 2, Dre Martin missed him on the corner, and he was able to fall forward for, a short game, but he did get positive yardage, so that brings up second down at about 9, Jack. Ball's on the Cavalier 11-yard line.
I think we're lucky he went out of bounds when he did, just short of the 10.
Well, the clock's still running.
41 seconds left to go. Here we go. Steps inside, hands the ball to the tailback. He fights inside. He's going to go in for a touchdown. Barnes just would not be denied on that play.
Good run by Barnes that time. Not poor tackling by the Cavaliers. Number 3, Michael Freeman had him there, and Barnes just wanted it a little more than he did as he ran over and got into the end zone to put LaGrange High back up by a score of 14-6 with 30 seconds to go here till halftime.
14-6, as Tony mentioned. LaGrange going to try to hit the point after touchdown.
And right now, Jack, LaGrange is playing with a lot of confidence. You can feel their confidence growing. They've had some success here in the first half against Callaway, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That offense looked really good coming down the field just then. Snap, hold, kick is up. And
I believe it was partially blocked, but made it through, Jack.
Just barely. So 15-6 is your score right now. With 30 seconds left, we're going to keep it here, guys. Of course, a big return would be nice, but they've kicked it pretty well with some directional kicking. Could put it into the end zone again.
And Greg, I don't know about your take, but I don't know if you can feel. You can see a little bounce in LaGrange's step right now. They've had a good first half. They're up by a score of 15-6, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. And we mentioned a while ago this was a big 3 minutes for both teams, and who was going to be able to respond.
Well, I see 3 things going on for LaGrange right now: the quarterback, the tailback, and the offensive line.
Those are 3 big things right there.
I think you summed it up pretty well, and they're doing a good job. They've kept it simple. LaGrange High staff have found something that worked, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And until the Cavaliers can make some adjustments and stop that, they're going to continue to have some success.
You think the turnover game usually goes to the victor, but right now Cavaliers with 2 interceptions, but haven't been able to do a whole lot with them.
Well, then the good thing about it, you don't play 2 quarters, you play 4. So if the Cavaliers can maybe make a run here and get out and go in at halftime and make some adjustments, the Callaway coaching staff does a great job of adjustments at halftime, and come back out and see if we can't play a little better in the second half.
Here comes LaGrange. Kick the ball off. Nice kick. Going towards the corner. Taken to 5 by the Cavaliers. Up to the 10, 15. Trying to find a block. Still on his feet. To the 20. He'll be collapsed down on there. And that's where the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10, but they've only got 22 seconds left to work with.
Good coverage that time by LaGrange High School. Another deep kick there by number 17. Cedric Maynard backed up and fielded on about his 5. Was only able to get out near the 20-yard line. They might mark him on the 21. And as you said, Jack, with 22 seconds to go here till halftime, the Cavaliers might see if they can maybe run one play. They do have one. They have no timeouts left. The LaGrange High School has 1. So we'll see what the guys decide to do here. Don't expect them to do anything real with this field position, Jack. Nothing real creative right here.
Maybe just kind of get the play off. Let's get inside. Let's plan for this second half. Sanders goes under center. Snaps. Hands the ball. Actually going to pull it and keep it. Across the 25 to the 30. They'll try to get out of bounds to the 40. They'll bring him down. They'll stop the clock for the first down.
No, they kept the clock rolling.
Well, on first down, they may let it. They may stop
it at 12 there,
just to move the chains.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll have enough time to get a playoff here, Jack, before they start the clock again. So
get under center and spike the ball.
I think Coach Napier he's got the play in, so we'll see when they set it in motion. Yeah, I don't believe they'll get it off, Jack.
9-8. They're under center. Sanders. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off to Maynard. Maynard going to break to the right, get across the 50, and he'll be brought down there. That's going to end the first half of play. 15-6, an unusual score. But LaGrange has capitalized on a couple of plays and has had a few fewer penalties in this ball game so far. Greg, probably with the score the way it is, we'll catch Coach Wiggins a little bit later on, maybe when he comes back in.
That's probably a good call.
You know, he's never really been one to talk going into halftime, even when they're up 40 points.
We'll leave him alone right now, and we'll step away for a few moments. As we mentioned, 15-6 as the bands will come on. We'll listen to them a little bit, talk a little bit about this first half of play, and have a little bit more fun here at halftime. Right now, the Cavaliers are trailing the Grangers 15-6 right here on Eagle Sports.
The story you are about to hear is real. I was working at 157 out of Holmes Pharmacy. Prescription buyer in trouble. My name's Friday. My job, help him.
I put out a call for Mr. Good Deal.
I understand. You'll get the most for your money at Holmes Pharmacy, and those are just the facts.
I feel a good deal better.
See Mr. Good Deal at Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton. They'll be there for you when you need them. Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal.
We are named among the top 5% in the nation for patient safety by health grades in 2015. We are ranked in the top 10% in overall hospital care by CareChecks. We are a leading heart clinic with specialists in diagnostics and intervention that get to the heart of better care. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you the highest quality health care.
So healthy together.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back, everyone, to Callaway High School football here we're at halftime at Callaway Stadium, where your score is LaGrange 15 and Callaway 6, as Callaway, the marching Cavalier band, is on the field now to perform, and they'll be followed up here by the LaGrange High School marching band. and my partners have decided to desert me up here, so you may have to listen to me.
Oh, I'm here.
Be a filler. Well, there you are. Okay, I didn't know you were still down there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to desert you. Only Jack.
Well, Greg, your assessment of the first half.
Well, I tell you what, LaGrange found out that in the first couple of series they really didn't have a whole lot of offensive weapons. You know, they tried to go to the Gates. It was intercepted. They decided is an athlete, so let's just put the ball in his hand. He's quick feet. As you said earlier, he was most of their offense. And I think late in the second quarter, they determined that, man, a little out of breath, so why don't we take it to the tailback? And responded.
Well, and, you know, one thing you mentioned earlier, you got to give their offensive line a lot of credit. They don't get a lot of credit, but the two running backs, and they ran hard. You can combine that with maybe some poor tackling from the Cavaliers, but sometimes poor tackling is a result of a young man running pretty hard. So
that's right.
You know, and it's going to be important now from the Cavalier side. They got to go in and regroup. We mentioned they will be receiving the second half kickoff, and you know, it's going to be important for them to make some adjustments and come back out. And as we said, you do play 4 quarters and not 2. And so, you know, when we come back after these commercial breaks, we're going to throw it back to the stadium now. Come on back and join us here at halftime as you're listening to Callaway High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The Moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all, come see me.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to halftime. Your score, LaGrange 15 and Callaway 6. As we mentioned, the Callaway High School marching band is on the field now, so we're going to listen to them for a few moments.
The Callaway High School band would like to thank the faculty and staff administration for their support. The band staff includes Mr. Adam Wansley, band director, Ms. Katie Beatty, assistant director, band booster president is Ms. Tina Brown, logistics supervisor is Mr. Dan Summers. Let's give a round of applause for our band booster club, Callaway.
Well, as you hear the PA announcer here, the Callaway High School Marching Band has finished their performance, and they're heading off now. They'll be followed by LaGrange High School Marching Band. And while we've got a minute to talk a little bit about the first half, the Grangers got on the scoreboard first as a result of a safety, a good punt by the Grangers back to Cavaliers up inside their own 5-yard line, and their defense forced a safety. Excuse me, as Callaway slipped and fell in the end zone, so that put them up by a score of 2-0. It was back and forth. A lot of penalties in the first half for both teams. I'm sure both coaches are going to try to clean that up as we go. Callaway was able to get on the scoreboard in the second quarter, had a nice 80-yard drive. As they went down and made the score 8-6. They went for 2 points and missed it. And then with 3 minutes to go until halftime, we talked about it right before we went on to halftime. It was an important time for both teams because it was who was going to respond, the LaGrange offense or the Callaway defense. And LaGrange did a good job of going down and being able to put a touchdown on the board right before halftime. Made the kick and put them up by a score of 15-6. You know,
Tony.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Greg.
Things that we talked about a while ago is a big momentum killer. Golf.
Yeah.
And forward Perry on.
Greg, Greg,
personal.
You're breaking up a little bit. I'm like you. We had a big hit on the kickoff and really had everybody fired up, and then all of a sudden we had a sportsmanlike penalty that went against us, and it sort of took the wind out of us. You're exactly right.
It did.
That's a great observation, Greg. I'd love to know what happened on that play, and we may never know, but whatever it was, it cost the Cavaliers some field position. Gave the Grangers good field position. They were able to put the ball in Perry's hands, and he's done a good job. He's really quick. He's been most of their offense, and as you said, they were able to get their tailbacks and fullbacks involved. But I still think a lot of that credit needs to go to their offensive line. They've done a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, and we'll see what kind of adjustments the Cavaliers make. At halftime as we come back out, we're gonna pause some more for these commercial breaks and come back and listen to the LaGrange High School marching band. You're listening to Callaway High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
The story you are about to hear is real. It was a big day in my life, and then she drove by.
I'm a lousy shopper. I just don't know where to go to find the best pharmacy.
Lady, are you telling me you drive all over town and shop around several places before you're done? There's no need to be running around with Mr. Good Deal. You'll save time and money with no aggravation.
Where can I find this Mr. Good Deal?
Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal in LaGrange and Hamilton.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Callaway High School football. We are at halftime here where your score is LaGrange 15 and Callaway 6, and we are being entertained by the LaGrange High School marching band, and right now we'll focus in on those sounds. That was the LaGrange High School marching band performing as we are here at halftime. And Tony Walls,
at least the backside of
Tony
it.
Walls and Jack Mormon here with you. And Jack, Greg, and I were talking about the first half a little bit while you were gone. And Greg made a great observation about the big hit that Callaway made, and then they had that penalty and sort of took a little momentum away. But you know, if you're honest with yourself, you got to look to say that LaGrange High did a better job in the first half on both sides of the football. They were able to overcome some penalties. The Cavaliers were not. Both sides really had way too many penalties. And so, 15-6 here's your score. LaGrange ahead in halftime. And, we talked about adjustments. Which team's going to be able to make the adjustments at halftime? We're told you play 4 quarters and not 2.
Yeah.
So, and the Cavaliers will get the ball first in the second half. So that first 5 minutes of the second half, guys, is going to be really important for both teams.
For me, the big key was the way the LaGrange offensive line was moving guys off the ball.
Right. We talked about that. They won't get a lot of credit because they won't see what they do. But I guarantee you the coaches in the film room next week will make sure they understand what a great job they did, at least in this first half here.
Well, they came off the ball well. They're coming off low, and really that's the key at the line of scrimmage. If you were high, you get moved off the ball. It's who's going to get down there, and also LaGrange from the defensive side, a lot of stunts, a lot of pinching inside, getting into the backfield, trying to change things up. But I tell you what, Brennan did a good job, though, of making sure not to lose the ball, not get too pressured, and get outside.
And you're right. They've done a good job of they've forced LaGrange, Callaway High School. They're going to take the run away, and they're going to make Callaway throw the football. Mm-hmm. So they've decided to put everybody they got on the line of scrimmage, and Callaway did make a couple of good throws. Brennan was able to get on the outside a little bit and found some open people. And they may have to do some more of that in the second half, Jack, to loosen up that LaGrange High School defense.
Greg, you still got your ears on if you moved on to something?
I got my ears on.
Now, I was just looking at the LaGrange High band, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-tuba band here.
Well, I think Cole Pugh and I were talking earlier. Well, I know we were talking earlier, and he's put the word out that the three high schools just have to have more tubas. So they're recruiting down toward the elementary, building the program down deep, and because it's important. It's important.
Vertical alignment, that's really what it's about, from K all the way to 12, and make sure that we got all those. These are really sousaphones and not really your classic marching tubas that we have on the field tonight. Yeah, I took band.
Okay.
I will say like a tuba to me, so I'm going with that.
And they sound good too. Both bands tonight have really sound. And it looks like to me LaGrange High may have a few more numbers this year than they had last year. Their band has grown. Same for the Callaway Cavaliers. And these kids work hard. Band, cheerleaders, majorettes, the whole night. Everybody contributes to the Friday night high school experience here in Troup County.
Dr. Farrell's been working hard in putting this show together. Of course, this is just, as you begin the season, this is the early part of the show, but he's really worked hard. Of course, the band folks, they're out there in the summer too. They're working hard and getting hot. Let's take a quick break. We come back. We got lots more to talk about here at halftime as the Rangers are leading the Callaway Cavaliers 15-6 right here on Eagle Sports.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi friends, Jesse Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima for up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Jack Borman, Tony Walls, Greg Hicks down the field. 4:30 left to go in this little halftime time here. 15-6 is your score. And an odd way to have a score at a ball game. Not something you're used to hearing. But let's kind of walk through some of that scoring real quick from the first half. The Rangers, they went 3 and out, punted the ball. Callaway had the ball, drove down, really looks like they were going to get something going, but Brendan Centers, the quarterback, really his second play from scrimmage, stepped out, his foot kind of slipped, went down to end the end zone, so there was a safety 2-0 was the score. Of course, LaGrange gets the ball back. But they tell you what, Frazier intercepted the ball. What a great job Tyreek Frazier did on a play that really looks like the Grangers are going to be able to drive down and pick up some more points there.
That's right. That was a big turning point early in the ball game. The Grangers had the momentum, had the field position, and Tyreek Frazier made a great pick in the end zone to keep the Grangers from scoring. And there's been some flashes from the Callaway defense. They've made some plays, but they've missed a lot of plays. You realize it's first game for both teams. But again, it's going to be about execution in the second half. It's going to be who's going to execute, who's going to make the plays in crunch time, and because you're still just a one-touchdown game. So it'll be interesting to see, who can respond here in the second half.
Trey Martin, of course, had a nice interception as well, right in the middle of the field as he kind of made a nice break on the ball. I think that's one of the things, his athletic play went in and made a nice play on that ball to keep LaGrange from moving the ball well again. Again, our defense has done a pretty good job in the first quarter, but to tell you what, that line for LaGrange really stepped up in the second.
Well, our defense has spent a lot of time on the field, Jack, in that first half. We really weren't able to stop the quarterback Perry, and then once number 24 for LaGrange, Kamani Barnes was doing a really good job of running the football. And there was some arm tackling going on and some things, but you got to give LaGrange high credit. You mentioned their offensive line; they did a great job. So we'll see in the second half who can, as we said, who can come out and respond and make the plays.
Well, that is what it's going to be all about. I'll tell you what, I've been very impressed with LaPerrion Perry, the quarterback. We've heard a lot about him. Hadn't got to watch him a whole lot, but he is definitely an athlete, definitely elusive, hard to bring down, hard to tackle.
Really got, we mentioned in the pregame about, this is my first time seeing him play also, and his quickness was what I had heard about him, and he's had that on display tonight. He's really got quick feet. He's hard to tackle. He has the ability to take a broken play and turn it into a positive play, and he's done that several times tonight. So again, the Cavaliers let him out, lost contain on him a couple of times, which allowed him to get in the open field. So we'll see what kind of adjustments here, Jack. We're down to about 1:40 here. Greg, you watched the same game we did, and I think we're all in agreement that the offensive line was huge for LaGrange High in that first half.
And they were, and it all boils down to is if you keep the defense off the field, and what is it about playing defense late in the quarter when you're exhausted and the offense, you seem like you always play offense, but that defense, maybe it's a different mindset. You're so intense on attacking the football and that you're just seem more tired toward the end of the second quarter or maybe into the fourth quarter. So keep the defense off the field in this next quarter. Figure out how to contain the quarterback Perry on. Maybe do a little bit more blitzing from the corners, instead of just kind of playing setback defense and letting it come to you.
Tony, you made a great point earlier about how we get the ball when we come back. The offense gets a chance to get back on the field and maybe do something here going into this second half of play.
It'll be huge, Jack, the kickoff in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, first 5 minutes of the third quarter, really be big as far as the ultimate outcome of this game.
All right, let's take one more break. We come back. We've got kickoff, and we're ready for the second half. Right here from Callaway Stadium, you're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all, come see me.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. Jack Mormon, Tony Walls, Greg Hicks. Nikovia behind us. I got her name right tonight. I called her Nikisha like 15 times last night. She never said anything.
Where would we be without Nikovia?
Well, we'd be off the air.
Yes, we would.
For sure.
She has control.
Yes, she does. And that's why sometimes she'll hear cut my mic down. 15-6 is your score at halftime, getting ready to go into the second half of play. And guys, I want to mention a couple of things real quick. Of course, if you like to listen to us, you may like to watch the game and listen to us if you're at home. You can pay $45 and you can watch the entire season live right there on eagle1023.com. Go there, get your season pass today. You can watch the Callaway games and you can watch the Troop games. They'll be streaming live. You can watch them there. We play the audio from us right under it, so it's just like watching hopefully a college football game on a Saturday or an NFL game on a Sunday. Maybe not quite the quality of play on the field, but same quality of announcers, right?
Yeah, not the same environment, is it, Jack?
No, well, not quite. But we do invite you to go there to eagle1023.com. Check out the website. Of course, lots of information. You can listen to us live there, but we'd love to have you go there and be a part of that and join us for that
and if
live on screen.
If I remember right, there's some sponsorships available through Coleman and Eagle 102.3. So if any of you guys are listening to us and want to get involved in sponsoring these young people at Callaway High School, be sure to get in touch with Coleman Bice. It's a radio station. He'll be glad to talk to you about some of those opportunities.
You know, folks, it is funny. I know that Tony probably experiences this, and Greg and I have talked about it over. We go to church, we're out in the community, and when football season starts, that's all people want to talk about. People are listening to these broadcasts, they're enjoying it, and we hope you will become a part of that as a sponsor of these teams that gets your message out, of course, and it connects you to the community in such a great way. 15-6 is the score. LaGrange leading, and they're about to kick the ball off to the Callaway Cavaliers.
Jack, I don't know if I'm going to stand up and change my luck or not. I guess I'll sit back down. So
I'm going to stand. We'll get something going both ways here.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I'll stand up till I have to sit down. How about that? That could be quicker than we think, okay?
I just wanted to comment, Tony, I like your new hairdo.
I've been working on it a while.
That one hair, it does do well.
Yeah.
There's the kick. Nice kick. They've done a good job with the kicking duties tonight. Lost it for a second, back to the 10, 15. They'll try to get the outside. Reverse your field. It is tough to do. Still his feet to the 20. Upfield to the 24-yard line. He'll go out of bounds there. Guys, I always get scared when they try to go backwards.
Boy, we got flags all over the field. Looks like it's raining yellow. Probably going to have a block in the back by the Cavaliers, and that's going to back them up. So
and that's what happens when you go backwards. The line guys don't know what's going on. They don't know which way you're going to go.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he didn't really block him in the back more than he said, excuse me, my hand's on your shoulder.
Yeah. I think the key word there is the official saw his hands. If you keep those hands in, you can sort of ease in behind him a little bit, but you can't get those hands extended, and they're going to call that every time. So Cavaliers not off to the start they want as far as field position. Going to be backed up inside their own 10 at the about the 7. So we hope the second half doesn't start like the first half did.
All right, from the 7.
Jack, where they'll go. That may cause us to sit down after one play.
Oh, my goodness. Just starting in the second half of play. 15-6 your score. LaGrange leading. Quarterback Braylon Sanders will go into center with an I formation behind him. Steps back.
Ball's on the ground, Jack.
And the Grangers pick it up.
Going to pick it up. Looks like the exchange was good, but when the fullback went by, knocked the ball out of the quarterback's hands. So change of possession here. Cavaliers with their defense backed up against the wall, so let's see if they can respond here. Big break for the Grangers here early in the second half.
Greg, looking at that exchange between the quarterback and the tailback, was there a blitz coming in from the Grangers or just a bad exchange?
Well, you had the big guy, number 8, that I was standing here on the line of scrimmage, and wow, it was close. If he had another coat of paint on his helmet, he would have been in the neutral zone.
They've been pinching down all ball game long. So here come the Grangers with tremendous field position. Knocking on the door. He'll go under center. Perry comes down the line, hands it off.
And we got another flag. So let's see what this is. The Grangers try to send the man on early, but another motion penalty against the Grangers.
Back him up, back him up, back him up.
One theme that has not stopped is the flag started again, and I would imagine these coaches are really going to, both teams, win or lose, will focus on that next week. It's hard to win with this many penalties, and I would imagine at the end of the game you'll see that they'll probably be even. I would guess both teams have at least 10 apiece now. So
the Cavaliers had almost that many in one exchange.
Yeah, so a big break for the Cavaliers defense right here. Let's see if they can make a play. Keep the Grangers out of the end zone. Play clock's down to 10 now.
Perry looking at the sidelines. They haven't called the play yet.
They're probably going to have to take a timeout here. It's going to cost them 5 more yards.
They do take a timeout.
They do, yeah.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 15-6 your score. LaGrange leading with 11-19 left to go in the third quarter of play right here on Eagle Sports.
The story you're about to hear is real. I was working out of my office at Holmes Pharmacy. My name is Friday. Then she walked in.
I've got to see Mr. Good Deal.
You came to the right place, lady.
Do you work here?
At Holmes Pharmacy? Yeah, I'm Friday.
Today's just Wednesday.
Holmes Pharmacy has a great selection of over-the-counter medications and home health care needs, and those are just the facts. Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton, home of Mr. Good Deal.
That's why I'm here.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Grangers are leading right now, 15-6 over the Callaway Cavaliers. And here we go. Grangers will bring their quarterback in from the sideline. He'll have big number 11, Ahmad Ogletree, to his left, as he goes again from the shotgun set where he's been so successful for this whole ball game. Takes a snap, low snap, rolls to his left, going to pitch it out there to Ogletree, who's hit.
Great play, J.T. Wortham again. The Grangers tried to run that little shovel pass to the left side, and J.T. Wortham looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Had another big hit, backs the Grangers up another 5 yards.
So Ogletree really couldn't do anything at all with that one. Second down. And really second down and goal, guys. That's the thing to think.
I think you're right, Jack. That backs the ball up outside the 10 now, near the 15. They're going to spot it where, Jack? Around the 14-yard line, Greg? Is that what you see?
14-yard line.
Okay.
Taking their time again. Play clock ticks down to 12. Perrion checks his line. Puts Ogletree to his right this time. Takes the snap. Running to his right, and they got that motion
they
again.
Got another flag going on. So that's going to back LaGrange high up to 5 more yards. Another procedure call. So the Grangers shooting themselves in the foot here. And after a big break, they recovered a fumble early in the second half. We're actually inside the 5-yard line, and they've gone backwards since then.
Now, Greg, I can't really hear the snap count or anything, but it seems like they try to hit real quick without a lot, and maybe that's what's causing some of that motion.
I don't see the offensive line moving. They're talking to each other, and they're pretty disciplined. It looks like it's coming from the wideouts in the backfield.
The timing of both offenses has been off the entire night. You could tell it's early in the season. But again, an opportunity here for Callaway High School to make a stand here and keep the Grangers out of the end zone.
Perrion, he's all alone in the backfield. He's going to step up, run that little draw play. He's got some room. He gets down inside the 5.
Everybody here knew that was coming. So now let's see what we got. We have another flag coming in late. So let's see what that call is going to be. That looks like it might be a face mask. And that could go against the Cavaliers. So that's going to set the Grangers back up. Great field position there. They're actually going to be inside the 5-yard line. That'll be half the distance to the goal, and that'll give them a first down.
Sure does. One thing we had going for us at least was that it was 4-down territory, but now they get a fresh set of downs inside the 5.
Coach Hubbard imploring his defense on the sideline to make a stand here. It's really going to be important for the defense. Try to keep the Grangers out of the end zone.
Perry will go under center. Hands the ball to his tailback. He was rocked, but he gets into the end zone. Touchdown for the Grangers.
Good job that time again by the right side of LaGrange High offensive line. Number 50, Guy Waginga, one of the captains on that side, opened up a big hole. And number 24 again, that's Kamani Barnes running hard, made it into the end zone to put the Grangers up by a score of 21-6. with the extra point to follow and 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Guys, that almost felt a little bit inevitable if they were going to be able to get that in, starting from such a great field position.
Well, again, offense able to overcome some penalties.
Yep.
They backed themselves up and then were able to make some plays.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good.
And no flags, so 22-6, Jack. Big important opening drive there, so the Cavaliers have to respond when we come back after these breaks.
10-13 left to go. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back. 10-13 left to go in the third quarter of play. 22-6 your score. The Grangers leading this one. Really, they've led from the beginning of the ball game, 2-0 with a safety to kind of get things started off. Even there, we got some smoke signals coming from the far side with the hamburgers being cooked.
Jack, really important now for the Cavaliers to answer that touchdown. Got to keep LaGrange high within striking distance. You're right. Cavaliers only down by 16. Obviously, you got to get a touchdown here and an extra point. You're right back in this thing. A lot of time to play.
There's the kick. It'll be taken back at about the 5-yard line. Brought up to the 10, 15, 20. A few stutter steps there, brought down at the 22, and probably a holding call inside all that scrum.
Good coverage again by LaGrange High School. Cedric Maynard took that near the 5-yard line, was able to get out near the 25. So, again, Cavaliers call for a hold, so that's going to back them up. And, again, they start with terrible field position. Looks like Cedric might have a little cramp going on out there, so we'll see. Looks like he's not going to have some assistance to get off the field. So looks like we're going to have a little break here, Jack.
Official timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 22-6 your score with 10:06 left to go right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. And see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So after the holding call, they'll back him up to the 15-yard line. That's where Callaway will have it 1st and 10.
Jack, it looks like the Cavaliers are having a lot of trouble with kids cramping up. I see some kids on the sideline over here limping and trying to get those fluids going again. But
they're missing somebody out there too.
If you cramped up now, it's a little bit late to hydrate. You can get it in. You have to prepare in the off season and also during the week. You got to keep yourself hydrated. So. Big drive here for the Cavaliers, Jack. They need to respond.
Brethren, under center. Backs up. Going to roll to his right. A reverse. We're going to come back inside. Grangers have read it well. We fall down. Wow. Inside the 5. Lose some big yardage there.
Good job by the Grange High's defense there. Number 22, that's James Clark. Stayed at home as the Cavaliers tried to run a reverse. And, boy, they did a good job of reading their keys. And Dre stumbled and fell down inside the 5-yard line all the way back to the 4. Play lost about 15 yards, Jack. So, second down now and second down and almost 30.
A lot of cramping going on there.
Yeah, looks like maybe both sides got some cramps going on now. Cavaliers going to take a timeout here.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 22-6 your score right here on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, Greg, I know you can tell down there it is a very humid night as we've had a lot of clouds kind of come over before the ball game, and they're still kind of lingering a little bit, but the guys are feeling the effects of that for sure.
You know, you practice in the heat of the summer, and it gets to opening night, and it's humid, it's dark, the sun's not out, it's not 101 degrees, and that's when you cramp up. Go figure.
Yeah, that's Dre Martin down now, and it looks like he's in a lot of pain.
He went off the sideline after that play where he kind of went down in the backfield. So Callaway still does have the ball. We'll rest at the 5-yard line.
4.
Thank you, Greg. And insult to injury. It's second down, though. Boy, this is a dangerous place to be, guys.
Yeah, got to take care of the football here.
They're asking him to not only get behind the yellow line, but to maybe drag him up to the bench area.
And some of the big linemen are going to come help him out.
We hope that all that is a cramp. Boy, Dre's a big playmaker for us. We hope we can get him back on the field.
Yeah, his right hamstring is really tight right now.
So they've moved him up. Officials seem satisfied with that. Now we're ready.
Somebody's got to step it up offensively. Maybe Frazier got to be a big play guy.
Needs to start on that offensive line too, Greg. Just give him a little room to run.
Sanders under center. Backs up, hands the ball to the tailback. Get to the line of scrimmage and a little bit more to the 6. Brings up third down.
Good job again by LaGrange High defense. Really pinning their ears back now and coming after Callaway. So they do get a little breathing room, but boy, third down and a long way to go.
Funny that you say that, Tony. As soon as they made the play, the Grangers are all hooping and hollering, and Callaway's got to do something to soften that defense up to get out of this get the backs out of this end zone, maybe change the attitude of that Granger defense.
Yeah, and all the momentum is on the side of the blue right now, and they've certainly taken over the ball game. So everything going their way right now. And you're right, Jack. Callaway's got to make a play here.
Back to the eye for the Cavaliers. Tailback stands in the end zone. Sanders goes under center. And they're going to, it's like Rangers may have gotten offside, so maybe step in that neutral zone again. Nope, it's going to be against the Cavaliers.
Well, LaGrange High's got 11 men, looks like 9 men in the box just daring the Cavaliers to throw. And they're challenging that run, and so far the Cavaliers haven't been able to get them blocked or take any of the pressure off of that running game.
That was actually a delay of game.
All right, they break the huddle, make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Everybody's in the end zone except for the line, this looks like. Granger show blitz. Sanders throws it across the middle of the field. It falls incomplete, but he got it off just as he was being tackled.
That's going to be grounding and another safety, I think.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Had him in his grip.
Yeah. Grounding. Yeah, he threw that away. Boy, the pressure from LaGrange High's defense is unreal right now as they pick up 2 more points. Cavaliers' offensive line just can't handle that D-line from LaGrange right now. They just outnumbered them in the box. Greg, you had a better view than I did, but there's more people there that can block them.
I'm telling you, you got that big heavyweight wrestler that Hudson Newton pinned earlier last year, but he seems to be doing a good job on the football side. He's getting up there real close and coming in, and he's causing havoc.
That makes it 24-6.
24-6
now, guys, with 8:27 here to go. And unfortunately, again, that's 2 safeties tonight, and the Grangers are going to get their hands back on the football as the Cavaliers have to punt to them.
But, guys, there's plenty of time. It's only 8:27 left in the third quarter, but you got to believe. You got to have somebody to step forward and be a leader, both offensively, defensively. Some of the guys got to rally the troop.
And this is going to rest on the shoulders of the Callaway defense. They can't afford to give up any more points. The way the offense is struggling tonight, it's going to be hard for that offense to find some momentum and some continuity. But it's going to be on the defense now. Maybe get a turnover, maybe something like that, and score on their own to sort of turn this momentum around.
Rangers tonight enjoying being on the far side. That'll be their home side this year. It seems to be working well for them so far in this ball game.
You know, Jack, everyone sort of was wondering how the Grangers were going to be this year in Coach Burke's second year. And obviously you're going to improve over that from the first year to the second, and they've done a good job so far through 2.5 quarters tonight.
There's the kick. A high punch kick, taking it to the 35. Up to the 40 goes Ogletree, and we're going to wrap him up there at the 40-yard line.
Boy, and here comes another flag from about 40 yards down. I'm just wondering how you see it 40 yards down the field, but there's another one, so let's see what we got here.
He's going to call holding against LaGrange.
Boy, a lot of kids cramping up now. Guys on both teams, really hard for them. That's number 10, J.T. Wortham, getting up a little slow. That looks like it might be a little more to cramp, but he's not going to get. He's going to make his way off on one leg. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully that's not big. Boy, we've had a couple of big injuries here so far in the third quarter. Not to mention we're behind 24-6. So let's see what the defense can do. See if they can step up and make some plays here.
They'll back off after that holding call to the 30-yard line. That's where the Grangers are going to have it first and 10. 24-6 your score. Grangers leading with 8:19 left to go in the third quarter of play.
Looks like everything's set now, Jack, and they got everybody where they need to be. So you can look for the Grangers to continue what they've done so far until the Cavaliers can step up and stop them.
They put trips to this near side. Perry will go from the shotgun set. Hand the ball off into the line. We stop him, and then we let him go.
Really
he
like
gets
it.
stopped about 2 yards into the line, then breaks out to the left side and picks up almost a first down.
Really good running right there again by Barnes, number 24. Had him at the line of scrimmage. He kept those legs moving. He impressed everybody last week in the scrimmage against Noonan. He really runs hard, and he's hard to bring down. Cavaliers got to tackle a little better and get more people around the football.
Well, we got the walking wounded down there on the sidelines with the trainers. Maynard's down there. Wortham's down there. Joe Brown's down there getting some stretching.
This is certainly where you build depth.
My goodness. Perry, a little high snap, and he hands it off to Ogletree. Ogletree fighting, getting to the 45-yard line before they stop him.
Good penetration from the Cavaliers that time, number 18. That's Jabril Jackson from his linebacker position. Missed the tackle, and the running back was able to fall forward for 5 yards. Brings up second down and 5 again, right up the middle.
This will be trips to this near side. Ogletree will be the back of the backfield along with the Perry on Perry.
One thing you have to be careful with Bradshaw being the backup quarterback. You have to watch him some type of sweep and him pulling up and throwing a deep ball.
This is a snap. They're going to go right inside the line. Perry's going to actually follow behind Ogletree. Gets across the 50. That'll be a first down to the 49.
The Grangers are not really doing anything exotic. They're just running that zone read to the right and to the left, and Perry's either keeping it or handing to the tailback. And again, the offensive line, tight ends for the Grangers have done a great job controlling the line of scrimmage.
And it's really those interior 5 because they're splitting men wide left and right on both sides of the ball in a single back of the backfield. So it's just those interior guys.
It's a spread formation, but they're running the football. You know, and what it does, it spreads the defense out, leaves one-on-one blocking, and the Grangers have had some success.
Perry going to look to throw a quick out. We're going to read it, but we missed the tackle, and he could go 30, 20, 10, 5. Grangers put 6 more on the board.
Wow, what a throw and catch. That's Andrew Askew. Ran a little simple swing pass. Cavaliers missed a tackle over there. Didn't get enough people out there. LaGrange High School took it in for a big touchdown. That puts LaGrange up by a score of 30-6 over Callaway with 6:30 to go here in the third quarter.
49-yard touchdown pass by the Grangers.
Good play call that time by the LaGrange High coaching staff. They've had a lot of success running the football. Found a one-on-one matchup to the left that they liked, and were able to take advantage of it and put 6 more on the board.
But here's the frustrating thing you'll see when you watch film. We had him. I mean, we were wrapped up on him and just let him go, and down the field he goes for a touchdown. Ahmad Ogletree will hold. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 6:32 left to go in the third. And it's all Grangers right now. 31-6 over the Callaway Cavaliers right here on Eagle Sports.
We are named among the top 5% in the nation for patient safety by health grades in 2015. We are ranked in the top 10% in overall hospital care by CareChecks. We are a leading heart clinic with specialists in diagnostics and intervention that get to the heart of better care. We are West Georgia Health. Visit WGHealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you the highest quality health care.
So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. 31-6 your score in favor of LaGrange High School. Grangers 6:32 left to go in the third quarter of play. And Greg, the guys, I don't see. I know it's hard to have energy after the way things have gone, but somebody's got to step up and be a leader right now.
Well, you got to look to the seniors at this point in time. I know it's the first game of the season, but it is your cross-county rivals, and you don't want to get beat any worse than you are now. And I don't mean to sound bad. Hey, Callaway is tired. They've made a few mistakes, and they've had a couple of long runs themselves. So, and Lord knows the flags has been in this game. So it's not been total domination by LaGrange. I think it's just as much of being tired by the Callaway defense.
Ball rolling to the end zone.
It's been pretty close to total domination so far, Greg. Be honest with you.
I'm trying to be nice.
I know you were, but let's call it like we see it, buddy.
Right.
So I think our listeners would appreciate that. But 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. This is the time anybody can play when you're ahead, but can you play behind? And that's what we're going to find out now about the Cavaliers.
As the song says, stranger things have happened. We could come back from this. Get the ball down the field pretty quick. Put 7 on the board.
Thing we got to do is stay healthy. We've got kids right now. Take care of the football. Let's make a drive and go down and put some points on the board. And that's guys help our confidence.
Play clock down to 4, 3, 2. Unless we call a timeout, we're going to have another. We do have to call a timeout. And guys, that's the kind of thing that's really been a tough thing for us tonight, is not being ready to approach the ball after things like timeouts or turnovers.
You mentioned that, Jack. It's not something we're used to seeing from these
Not at all.
From the Callaway Cavaliers.
It's usually much more disciplined than that.
And it's disappointing to watch, but you have to remember that these are 16 and 17-year-old kids. They did lose a lot of leadership last year with, as we mentioned, Terry Godwin gone. You mentioned Eddie Culpepper, so they did lose a lot. But so did LaGrange. So you can't make excuses for the performance. You can sit back and say, well, LaGrange didn't play. Callaway didn't play well. They didn't do this. If you look at the penalties, I guarantee you LaGrange is going to have as many as Callaway has. But LaGrange has been able to overcome it. Right now they're playing with a lot of momentum, a lot of enthusiasm, and they're taking it to the Cavaliers right now.
Both times they were in the red zone, they had penalties that dropped them back outside the 20, but they found a way to get back inside and get points out of them.
Again, they got 9 up in the box.
Sanders, tall sweep. Running back's going to try to find his way. Bounces outside to the 20. Brought down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, you can really tell. You can really tell Cedric's really being slowed by those cramps. He just doesn't have that bounce in his step.
The explosiveness is not there.
It's just not there right now. So, but again, he only picked up 1 yard. A lot of running for 1 yard. So, Cavaliers going to bring up second down and 9 with the ball marked just outside their own 20 at the 21.
I thought that was a little more of a gain than 1 yard. Wow. We'll split Joe Brown wide to this near side. Back to the eye for the Cavaliers. Sanders will go under center. He rolls out, looking to pass to his right. Steps up. Got a man in his face. They spin around. They're going to sack him. Ball comes loose, but I think they're going to have him down at the 15.
Yeah, that was a good job of stripping the ball right there. Fisher's going to blow it, mark it down. Good penetration that time. And it's hard to throw it when the defense knows you got to throw it. So, and even Sanders is cramping up a little bit now. So, Grange High School just pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sanders is going to looks like he might take a break here. Dylan Johnson coming into the ball game, so we'll see. Dylan may be coming in as a wide receiver, and he is, and Sanders is going to come back in the ball game.
Now, even he has not had a chance to be as explosive as we were hoping to see him tonight. But a little spark, something to kind of get us going could make a big difference. They go to the shotgun set. Sanders takes the snap, rolls to his right. They got a big blitz coming. They got him. He gets free, throws down the field. Granger's intercept. Up to the 20, to the 15. Cuts across to the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown Grangers on an interception.
That's number 2, Jeremiah Wright, from his linebacker position. He got a great drop. Sanders felt the pressure, never saw him, threw it right into coverage. And Jeremiah made a big pick, made a good run, took it back although we do have a flag back here on the 20, so naturally. So let's see what happened back here.
It was a late flag, and really late. So I don't know if it had to do with some celebration on the sideline or what.
I don't think it's going to have to do with possession, though. Still a touchdown.
Now I understand officials keeping control of it, but when you score a touchdown, I don't think you're supposed to just sit there and not enjoy it. Now I understand, especially on a great play that time by Jeremiah Wright. We hadn't called his name too much tonight, but he really got a good drop from his linebacker that time, from his linebacking position, and made a good break on the ball. And the Grangers continue to roll. Your score 36-6 now with 4:48 to go in the third quarter.
So after the interception, 36-6, as he mentioned. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So make it 37-6. We're still in the third quarter, 4:48 left to go. Folks, we'll take a timeout. Hope we come back with better news right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. 37-6 is the score in favor of LaGrange High School Grangers. And guys, this thing's just gone downhill as we've gone.
Yeah, it's been a. I don't know if the coaches will burn this film or if they will use it as a teaching moment. But Jack, if you play this game long enough, you're going to be on both sides of this. You're going to get a little dose of humble pie, and you're going to have some success. And it's great when you succeed. And as we said, anybody can play when you're ahead. But it gets old about these character builders. But it's certainly one here true tonight with LaGrange up by a score of 37-6.
Grangers kick the ball off. Take it back to the 20. Actually, two guys try to get it. Pick it up at the 20 to the 25, 30, 35, down to about the 37-yard line. And guys, even like that, Greg, you saw the two guys collide. They're both trying to catch the ball, not calling off each other. It's those little mental mistakes that are so difficult for us tonight.
Well, when they're tired, it exponentiates those mental mistakes, and it's obvious.
What does it do to it, Greg?
Well, it really expands them.
Does it magnify them, you think?
Exponentially, maybe.
Okay. Well, don't do that to me.
Jeff.
Don't do that to me now. I'm already ill up here. So wow. Boy, you got to give LaGrange High a lot of credit, though. You just got to back up and say, tip your hat.
They came to play.
Continue to try to play,
Back to the eye for Sanders. Man split wide left and right. Play clock down to 5. Get under center, man. Takes it, backs up, hands the ball to the tailback. Finds a seam there, gets down to the 45-yard line.
And really right now, the Cavaliers need to go back to basics, try to execute just the simple things, and try to have a positive drive here, and that results in points. 4:21 to go here in the third quarter. They really need to get back to. Let's see if we can make. If we can execute and do what we need to do here in these last 4 minutes.
Once again, a little trap play inside. We found a way to get free. It's a 50. And we could go. Maynard down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers, guys. That could be the spark that gets us moving.
Good run right there by Cedric Maynard. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, spun around, and and went about 60 yards there to put the Cavaliers on the board. Makes it 37-12 now with 3:57 to go in the third quarter with the extra point to follow. So some arm tackling there about time by the LaGrange High School, and Cedric made them pay for it. So good job that time by the offensive line, gave him a little crease, and Cedric took it to the house. And maybe those hamstrings and those cramps are back now, because he did take it to the house and no one caught him after he broke the line of scrimmage.
Snap, hold, kick is up.
Number 36, Noah Stevens there with the extra point, Jack.
Kick is good. So 37-12 is our score. Hey, folks, this thing ain't over. Stay with us right here on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Cavaliers have just scored. So 3:57 left to go in the third. 37-13. It's been all Grangers, but now a little bit of a spark by the Cavaliers. Let's see what they can do with this kick.
Well, this might be a good time to practice the onside kick. You never know when you might fall on it and get one, So
the Cavaliers do something kind of interesting here. They got 6 guys on this side, 4 on the other, 1 in the middle. They kind of run back into the middle of the field. They're going to kick it regular, which they do right now. But we do kick an onside kick. Bounces up high. Great kick.
Got a chance.
Oh, it goes out of bounds.
They ran right by it, boy.
Oh.
Boy, they had an opportunity to get that one. Cavaliers were there. They just couldn't make the play that time, and that's about the way the night has gone. So
took a nice bounce, went over the up back's head.
It sure did. But unfortunately, again, Cavaliers weren't able to get it, and that's going to set LaGrange high up with great field position just on their side of the 50 at the 47.
37-13 is your score. And here we go, Grangers with the ball. Callaway defense got to step up and do something big here.
Really would like to see the defense create a turnover here and see if they can, maybe get a fumble.
Well, guys, think about it. We've had 2 interceptions already in this contest.
Right.
That seems like a world ago.
Yeah, well, it just about was. Here come the Grangers. Snap to Perry. He's going to back up the pass. Throw across the middle. He's got a man who makes the catch at the 32-yard line.
Good throw that time as LaPerry and Perry stepped up in the pocket. Hit wide receiver number 6, Andrew Askew, on a little cross. Had single coverage with Callaway's defensive back. His offensive line gave him plenty of time to throw. Stepped into that throw. Made a great throw. Good catch. 1st and 10, LaGrange High School down near the 31-yard line of Callaway.
I hope that he's got some snacks he's going to give those offensive linemen, because Perry has had a great night behind those guys tonight.
Well, and the success of the running game has allowed him to be able to sit back in there, because the Cavaliers can't really pin their ears back and go get him right now. Plus, they're tired, but that's an excuse. That's not a reason. So, got to give Perry a lot of credit on that.
Barnes takes the little shuttle pass to the left side. Hey, we step up and make a nice tackle here.
Good tackle that time by number 7, 10th grader Travis Traylor out there on the right side from his linebacker position. Hit number 24 Barnes, and that's the first time we've seen Barnes get stopped tonight by one person. Young Travis Traylor, a name to young 10th grader who we'll call his name a lot this year. So good to see these 10th graders getting some opportunities to play, and he is a starter in the 10th grade.
2:55 in the third. Time takes on down 37-13. At least we're in double digits. Grangers go to the pistol set. Low snap, ball's on the ground. Perry picks it up. So we're right there making a tackle.
Travis Traylor again from his linebacker position. Again, the ball low snap, and Perry did a great job just to get on that and keep the ball for LaGrange High School. That could have been a big turnover right there, Jack.
His speed was really instrumental in him getting back on that ball.
Showed good hands, Jack. So he was able to pick it up, and he looks like he might be limping a little bit, hold that left ankle. I would imagine if they call his number to run, that ankle will heal up right quick.
Yeah, real quick. That's been the case so far tonight, that's for sure. Ogletree comes in. He's at the tailback spot. There's a snap. We're going to run it. He cuts right up in the middle. There's nothing wrong with that ankle.
Yeah, that ankle looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, Perry goes all the way down inside the 20. He picks up about, 35, 40 yards on that play, guys.
He's going to be real close to the first down. Again, nothing different than what he's done all night. Took the ball, went around the right side on a little read play. Picked up a big first down as now they're down in Callaway territory again, down near the 21.
Greg, you said early in the ball game it's kind of tough to see with the big lineman, but he does have great vision as he's running the ball.
Oh, absolutely, and he's just a little jitterbug, man. He's all over the field, and he's so quick. He's a lot quicker than these big linemen. And let's face it, all the energy is in his legs right now, and everybody else's legs is kind of coming out from under him.
Yep. They're going to hand the ball off to Ogletree. Ogletree cuts left, cuts right, comes back down to the 5-yard line. A first down and goal to go for the Grangers.
Tackle that down by number 11, Joe Brown, from his safety position as he was able to jump on his Bradshaw's back, and number 1 there, Tyreek Frazier. But again, a huge hole in the middle of that line, and those fresh legs of Ahmad Bradshaw found that hole and went for another first down. First and goal again for LaGrange High School.
Cavaliers have to make some adjustments at the line, roll a couple of guys off. Play clock kicking down to 15. Perry goes down to his line, gives them the play. They quickly down in their stances. And we try to pinch in. And did we go across the line, Greg?
Well, looks like we maybe made LaGrange jump a little bit with that patented Dusty Hubbard defensive move there. Yeah.
Yep. LaGrange is going to jump.
Coach Hubbard trying anything he can to keep these Grangers out of that end zone and get his kids excited again. So far, so good. We've had some success on this drive, but again, LaGrange High has found a way all night long to make a play when they had to.
Ball rests on the 11-yard line. Still first down. First and goal for the Grangers.
And goal. 1 minute. And the third quarter remaining.
And yes, Jeff, it is that bad. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Yep. Here's the snap. Perry going to roll to his left. And what great blocking by the Grangers. Perry rolled to his left, went inside, and there was a nice surge by the Granger front line that kept him from getting hurt.
Got a great block out there by number 11, Bradshaw. He took on the linebacker out there and really, really knocked him to the ground. And as you mentioned, Perry, he's still limping a little bit, but I think he's going to be just fine. I know he's probably approaching the 100-yard mark now as far as rushing goes tonight. So he's had a great night running the football.
But what you could very well see, though, is Ogletree come in and play the quarterback in that fourth quarter.
The only thing you think of right here, you want him to stay in bounds, keep that clock running. So, but I think he's taking care of he's taking a beating tonight now. You hope he can hold up all year.
He's been blown up a couple of times.
Yes, he has.
Tall sweep to Ogletree, who's upended, and that's a takedown.
Yeah, a little too late, but a big tackle that time right there by number 10, J.T. Wortham. Good job by the Callaway defense right there. Tried a little quick pitch to the right. Cavaliers were up to the challenge. So it seems like when Grangers have their success, they go right up the middle of the field. And, Jack, that looks like it might be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, clock ticks down, but it's going to be the end. 37-13 is your score at the end of the third quarter. We got one more to go. We hope you'll stay with us. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football right here on Eagle Sports.
The story you are about to hear is real. I was working at 157 out of Holmes Pharmacy. Prescription buyer in trouble. My name's Friday. My job, help him.
I put out a call for Mr. Good Deal.
I understand. You'll get the most for your money at Holmes Pharmacy, and those are just the facts.
I feel a good deal better.
See Mr. Good Deal at Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton. They'll be there for you when you need them. Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all, come see me.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. 12 minutes left to go in this contest, 37-13. Guys, we did get some points. We gave some back. It was all Grangers in that third quarter. Let's see what the Cavaliers can do. if they can hold the Grangers out of the end zone, as the Grangers are looking now at 3rd and goal.
Seems like we've said all night, 1st and goal for the Grangers deep in Callaway territory. Luckily this time it's actually 3rd and 13, so let's see if the Cavaliers can make a play here, Jack.
Perry takes it, looking to pass, throws it out there. He's got a man in the corner. They jump up in double coverage. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Grangers.
Well, Jack, as you say, some nights it's just not your night. Double coverage by the Cavaliers, and somehow the wide receiver, of course, there is a flag down. Great concentration by the wide receiver from LaGrange. I believe that's number 9, Mike Hardy. Really did a good job. Of concentrating. Cavaliers made a play on the ball. He just went a little higher and caught it. So we'll see. It looks like it might be after the. So it's roughing the passer after the touchdown. So put the points on the board with the extra point to follow down. That makes the score 43-13.
One play into the fourth quarter.
LaGrange High School with 11:52 to go here. And it looks like the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 44-13 with 11:52 left to go in the fourth, right here on Eagle Sports.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 11:52 left to go in the fourth quarter of play. 44-13 in favor of LaGrange High School Grangers. And wow.
Yeah, that's about all you can say, Jack. It's been 3.5 quarters of, and Greg, you mentioned earlier, your thoughts from down there. You're seeing it firsthand. Cavaliers have had really no answer for LaGrange High all night long.
No, you're right. It should have been an interception there. It looks like they went up, fought for the ball, and I think Gates just snatched it out of his hand. You had double coverage. It's just one of those things that you're right. When things are going LaGrange's way, they're just going their way.
And, his players making plays. The wide receiver for LaGrange, he just wanted a little bit more. He went up and got it. And right now,
double coverage or what? If you want it more, you're going to get the ball.
That's right. Right now, everything's working well for LaGrange High School. And so, they add more points. 11:52 to go here. 44-13 LaGrange.
There's the kick. It'll go into the end zone. Actually, it'll go into one of the sousaphones down there in the band. They'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10.
Jack, when as you look on the positive side of tonight, you want to get out of here without, serious injuries. It's one game, and one game does not a season make.
A non-region game.
It's a non-region game. It is a big rival game, though, and unfortunately, if you come out on the short side, you have to live with it for 364 days. But that's the nature of the game. You win. That's what makes it a rivalry. And tonight has been LaGrange High School's night. You got to give them a lot of credit.
So here come the Cavaliers. Sanders goes down the line, keeps it, goes to the outside. He's got some running room to the 30, 35, 40. Following his blocks, they're going to get him down to cross the 45-yard line to the 46. But, hey, nice little run there by Bretland Sanders.
First time the Cavaliers have gotten on the corner running the option. Sanders took the ball around the left side toward the LaGrange High School bench. Cavaliers moving from our left to right as you listen on the radio. Able to pick out, make good yardage, about a 30-yard gain. Gets the ball out past their 45, and 1st and 10 Callaway at the 46.
Sanders steps up to his line. Grangers with a 5-man front there. Been coming all night. We hand the ball off to the tailback. There's Grangers that meet him. Boy, they're going to lose some yardage.
Look at that penetration by the Blue on the defense. They beat Callaway's offensive line to the point of attack and blew that play up awfully early. Jack, you want to give LaGrange a lot of credit, but right now they're outnumbering the Cavaliers. As we've said, most of the second half, they're putting 8 men in the box. They know the Cavaliers are trying to run the football. They're going single coverage on their wideouts outside, and they're just outnumbering. You got 8 in the box, and you got 6 trying to block them. And right now, the defense is winning the battles.
Exactly right, as the Cavaliers step back up the line after the loss. Second down as Sanders comes up. Granger showing blitz once again. Toss sweep going around the left side. It's Maynard. And we got a flag that just flew. So this may be coming back wherever we get out of it as he goes all the way down to the other 40.
Yeah, Cedric had a good run around the left side, but now you got a chop block against the Cavaliers. So, and for those of you that don't understand, when you have a man engaged with another lineman, if you have a blocker engaged with a defensive lineman, another blocker can't go below the knees. And that's a safety thing. That protects the knees. Sure it does. So that's going to be the call this time against the Grangers, a chop block. So that's going to that will negate another 15, 20-yard run, and that'll be a spot foul. They'll bring that back to they'll mark it off from about to 45, Jack, and that's going to be 15 yards, and the Cavaliers will be all the way back inside their own 30 at the 29. And as we mentioned a while ago, it seems like we've said that all night. Cavaliers back inside their own, behind their own 50.
One step forward, two steps back.
Right. It's just been one of those nights, Jack. And as we said, you play this game long enough, you're going to be on both sides of this.
That's for sure. So Sanders will go under center again with the eye behind him. Backs up, and they whistle that play dead. Going against the Grangers, looks like.
That's been the bulk of their penalties tonight. The guys looks like they've been lining up in the neutral zone.
Yep.
And as Greg said earlier, made a great point. They're getting as close as the officials will let them.
Yep. And very aggressive on the defense.
Very
tonight.
Aggressive. Really impressed with their defense. They're really getting after it. Not a big defense. Really fast and really run to the football. And they've done a good job tonight.
Cavaliers back up to the line. 10-17 left to go in this contest. We get some more points on the board so you can hold your head up a little bit higher. 44-13 is the score. The Rangers leading. Sanders hands the ball off to Maynard. Maynard fighting in the line. Tries to get to the 40. They're going to push him back to the 36. Actually, about the 30. He's going to get to 39, looks like.
Little sweet play to the left side over there. Cedric turned it upfield. Picked up maybe got back about 5 yards. So that brings up, looks like, third down and maybe 15. Yeah, second down and 15. Third and 15.
We got to get across the 50 down to almost the 44-yard line for a first down. They break the huddle, make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Official time down the field.
Looks like we got maybe an equipment problem there with young fullback Brandon Body. Looks like they might be ready to go now.
Here we go. Milling around, getting everything done. The play clock ticking down 17 seconds. Back under center. He's going to step back, fake the handoff on a draw. Sanders got some trouble. He's going to throw it there, and it's going to be, the ball goes out of bounds. A great effort that time on the part of Joe Brown to try to reach out there and pull that ball in, though.
Good. Braylon tried to roll to his right, look downfield for Joe Brown, just past the first down marker. Had some pressure early. Wasn't really able to turn upfield to step into that throw. Good coverage out here by number 5 for LaGrange High School. That's Derico Smith at the cornerback back here. So that brings up fourth down for the Cavaliers, and Dylan Johnson will be back in punt formation.
Well, we're missing a few guys on the punt team, unless they have the widest splits of any team I've ever seen. Greg, this is the kind of thing that happens when you're down this much. Guys just aren't paying attention, aren't where they're supposed to be.
Well, again, we talk about, hey, it's 9 minutes to go in the ball game, and you're just tired. And when you get mentally tired, your mental focus goes.
But this is where character begins to show. 9:19 left to go, 44-13. Let's take a break. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, and we're going to punt the ball away. It's going to bounce down there, and actually takes a Granger bounce. Of course it would. back up to the 35-yard line.
Well, a good punt by Dylan Johnson. He hit it down there. Good coverage by the Cavaliers. Unfortunately, that it's not round, it's oblong, and it bounces funny ways sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
But again, LaGrange High School got great field position. They're going to be out at their own 35-yard line, first down and 10 with 9:08 to go, Jack, in the ball game. And your score: LaGrange 44 and Callaway 13. Hey, one thing, Jack, after this performance tonight, people are going to sit up and take notice of LaGrange High School.
That's for sure.
Callaway
played Noonan well in the scrimmage.
Sure
only down by a point.
Sure they did. Got some substitutes in now for LaGrange's number 18. Looks like Jatori Borkin in at the quarterback position. Granger's playing some young kids, handed the ball off up the middle. I believe that was Bradshaw, number 11. That took a big hit from number 13, LaShawn Terrell, in at the defensive end. LaShawn is a young 10th grader. You'll hear his name called a lot in the next couple of years. Big kid. His dad was a tremendous athlete in Hogansville a long time ago. So, well, it wasn't that long ago. He's not that old. So, but LaShawn is a name that the coaches are really excited about. He's a big defensive end.
Boykin, the quarterback, back up the pass, throw the ball down the field.
Incomplete, Jack.
Had a man open out there.
Yeah, that was number 18 out there for LaGrange High School. I'm sorry, Boykin was the quarterback. The intended receiver, I believe, was number 10, Will Pauley, the tight end. Clock stopped at 8:30 to go. Second down at about 8 for LaGrange High School.
Callaway has a few cleaner jerseys on the field, too. A couple of young guys getting on the field.
Good to see some of the guys that were cramping up early back out there on defense. Glad to see them fight through those cramps.
It'll be Boykin again at quarterback. Takes the snap. Quickly hands the ball off to Ogletree, who fights his way across the 40 to the 41, maybe 42.
Basically the same plays they've been running all night. LaPerry and Perry getting the night a well-deserved rest here in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Really did a good job leading his team.
Get the boy some Advil, some pickle juice, and let him chill out for a little while.
Young Boykin, senior quarterback, not built like your standard quarterback. Looks more like a fullback, but doing a good job of running the offense out there for LaGrange High School. As you mentioned, some numbers in there. Ogletree in the backfield. Number 20, Khalid Barnes. Well, let's see. Yeah, Khalid Barnes in at the running back. Got a little stoppage of play here. It's actually fourth down now. And it looks like LaGrange High School is going to take a timeout. Jack, take us to break.
They take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 44-13 your score with 7:48 left to go in this contest on Eagle Sports.
The story you are about to hear is real. It was a big day in my life, and then she drove by.
I'm a lousy shopper. I just don't know where to go to find the best pharmacy.
Lady, are you telling me you drive all over town and shop around several places before you're done? There's no need to be running around with Mr. Good Deal. You'll save time and money with no aggravation.
Where can I find this Mr. Good Deal?
Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal in LaGrange and Hamilton.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back. 44-13 your score. Grangers have this thing well in hand, it looks like, against the Callaway Cavaliers. But again, it's a non-region game. Of course, it is one of the legs of the town championship.
The Triple Crown, of course, yeah. So last year the Cavaliers were behind really the whole game to the Grangers, and they came back and won in overtime 20-14. And the Grangers are not leaving any doubt this year. They're not going to give them that opportunity.
The Grangers' first punt tonight, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Snap. Actually, their second punt now.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Good punt there by Harmon.
Bounces down and.
Boy, got a good roll, good coverage that time. It's going to be blown dead down near the 12-yard line.
Stay quick, 30 seconds back to the station. 44-13 right here on Eagle Sports.
We are among the top 5% in the nation for patient safety by health grades in 2015. We are ranked in the top 10% in overall hospital care by CareChecks. We are a leading heart clinic with specialists in diagnostics and intervention that get to the heart of better care. We are West Georgia Health. Visit WGHealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you the highest quality health care.
So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
If you would like to work for free as a statistician, we could use one.
I'm not sure we can count the number of penalties, Jack.
No.
This may be some kind of record here.
We'd have to take our shoes off.
Both
That's for sure.
Well, yeah.
We're way off the fingers.
But
7:35 left to go.
One of the things we mentioned, LaGrange has been able to overcome a lot of those penalties and make some plays. And Callaway tonight has not been able to do that.
No. They're going to have to punt the ball again. There was a penalty just a moment ago. There's the snap. They step up, and they kick the ball off. Aiming towards the corner. It's picked up. Actually, we're going to step away from it. They'll down it at the 27-yard line. We'll keep it here. Greg, I'll put you in the coach's shoes for a second. They're going to come to the sideline after they shake hands. They're going to make a circle. Coaches have to walk in the middle of them. What does he tell them after a game like this?
Sometimes, guys, you just get beat. You just get it handed to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't put a tourniquet on it. You might as well lift your heads up, take a deep breath. We'll go back and we'll learn from what we got to do. What just happened to us tonight, we got a game next Thursday. We don't have time to pout about it. Let's get up and be young men and learn from our lessons.
How do you respond, Greg? You're exactly right. How do you respond to adversity? And Cavaliers have a short week, play next Thursday night, so not a lot of time to feel sorry for themselves.
Not at all. You won't have that Monday to deal with that as Cavaliers get across the 35-yard line just short of the first down. I think that's a great point that you have, Greg, that you've got to get these guys to move on. You can't dwell on what's happened because if we think about it, we can rationalize this thing out. You don't have those 5 penalties and 7 plays that we had in the second quarter. This is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, well, I think you take a look. You're right, like just strictly business decision. And if you take a look at it from a business standpoint and say, hey, what if we hadn't made those flags? You had 12 illegal procedure penalties. You had 2 holding penalties, all of which killed your drives. That's just mental mistakes.
Hey, you can watch the clip of running down the sidelines twice as the Cavaliers going to run the option. We pitch it. Nice pitch to the 40, down to the 50, cross down to the 44-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 41.
Good job by the Cavaliers as they're able to run the option here, pick up good yardage. Bradley did a good job of pitching the ball to Cedric on the run, got him out front, and he used that speed to get around the corner, got down inside LaGrange high territory down near the 40. Actually, it's going to be marked at the 42-yard line.
And no flags. Twins to the top side. Sanders going to run the option again. Pitches it. Nice pitch. Down to the 30. Cut inside. Does Maynard. Maynard has that leg problem. He's going to fall up short at the 25.
Yeah, that 30-yard line got him on that one, but he did fall forward for a few more, and he's cramping up again. So,
yeah, you can almost see when it kind of buckled under.
Yeah, Cavaliers having a tough time with cramps. But again, Greg, you go back to your point. You're exactly right. But I still, we can say all that, but I bet LaGrange High, when you look at the number of penalties, they're going to probably be equal out. I just feel like LaGrange High has done a better job tonight of overcoming adversity.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been inside the red zone so many times. A toss sweep going back around the far side. It's going to be Tariq Frazier, the ball carrier. Didn't really get to the corner.
Tried to make a cut up field and slipped at about the 25-yard line. So actually going to be right about the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up second down. Tyreek took a pitch and tried to go left. Feet went out from under him. And you mentioned, Greg, a short week next week. Callaway High School actually plays next Thursday night here at 7 o'clock against Best Academy, a team that beat Callaway last year up in Atlanta. So Best Academy always has good athletes. They went deep into playoffs last year, so it'll be another tough test next week.
Back to the eye. Going to hand the ball off into the fullback. Got some running room. And we're fighting down inside to the 5. All the way down to the 1. What are they going to give us? Down to the 1? Inside the 1.
Great run by number 9, Brandon Body. Brandon, the big fullback, does most of his work blocking and playing defense. But boy, he got out there and rumbled and bumbled and stumbled all the way down to the end zone. And again, we got 3 or 4 more cramping up down there.
Brandon's one of them.
Brandon's coming off. Number 17, Devin Brock. That looks like it could be a little more than a cramp. Hopefully that's not serious there with a knee or an ankle.
Wow. Trainer's going to have a lot of work tonight after the game. Back
First and goal for the Cavaliers.
They'll try to put some more points on the board. There's a snap. And it's going to be Sanders who calls his own number after faking it. Rolls inside. He'll pick up the touchdown. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers.
Good job that time by Braylon. Simply followed his fullback in big hole there. As again, some of the Cavaliers are a little slow to get up off the ground. So it's been a physical game, no doubt.
Yeah.
Makes the score 44-19. But again, with a short week coming up next week, Greg, you mentioned one point. What do you do in that circle? As a coach, sometimes you got to figure out when to hug them. You got to figure out when to chew them out. And, you got to figure out, let it go. Let it go. So their ability to respond will be tested next week.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 44-20 with 4:36 left to go in this contest. You're listening to Callaway football on Eagle Sports.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
And we kind of joked in the pregame about how tight we are with the different teams. I went to Troop, Greg went to Troop. Tony has been, of course, very involved in the Callaway program since it began. And, we do pull for all these young men, but, we just don't want to be doing well on the night that we have to play them with our team. But as I watched the Grangers tonight, I'm very impressed and proud for Coach Diallo Burks and his staff. Diallo's a good friend of ours, and happy to see him turning this program around and getting it back up to a nice level.
And again, you see a lot of improvement between year one and year two.
Yep.
Obviously, for no other reason that there's a little bit of continuity there now, And so, hats off to Coach Burch and his staff. They've done a great job getting these kids ready to play tonight.
Just kicking it down the field, taking it back at the 10, and they're going to fall on it. Smart move by the Grangers.
Number 14, Enrique Moody, caught the football, and his feet actually went out from under him a little bit too, Jack. So that might be the worst starting field position LaGrange High's had tonight. They're actually back inside their 20. So,
but no flags on the play.
No flags, that's true. Boy, a lot of kids having trouble getting on and off the field, Jack. A lot of cramps, a lot of aches and pains. Seem to be playing through a lot of it. But boy, it looks like a medevac unit over here on the Callaway sideline.
We see even a kid that's so tough like JT Wortham struggling to get off the field there. 4:32 left to go. 44-20 is your score. Grangers leading over the Callaway Cavaliers. Snap to the tailback. And they're going to get yards of about the 15-yard line.
Number 30, I believe, was his number there, Jack. I think that was the ball carrier for LaGrange High that time.
Trez Delaney.
Okay. Young man getting some playing time. See some new faces and numbers across that offensive line. Cavaliers still basically with some of their kids in there. Number 55 in for the Cavaliers. That's Lawrence Thompson, young 10th grader. Number 54, Jamie Sellers, also a 10th grader in at the defensive tackle positions.
Boykin, the quarterback.
Wow.
Hands off in the line. Not a whole lot there. Gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Good job that
third
time.
down.
Excuse me, Jack. Good job that time by number 54 for the Cavaliers, young Jamie Sellers from his defensive tackle. A young 10th grader. As Coach Wiggins, again, we talked about getting these kids some playing time and some experience. Number 21, Courtney Williams, another 10th grader in at the safety. Number 16 there, Kedrick Ramsey, young 10th grader also in the ball game. Number 22 in at the corner for DQ Wilkerson, another 10th grader. So, Greg, an opportunity to find positives here and get that depth built because the way it looks over here, you may need some of them next week.
Absolutely. Well, you hate to get in these circumstances, but you're glad you got a chance to play. Parents are certainly glad you got a chance to play, and you know what? They're going to give everything they got, no matter what the score is.
And as Jack and I were talking, we'll talk more after we get back from this break. As we got a timeout here with your score, 44-20, LaGrange High School.
Let's take a break on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
44-20, kind of continue that thought, Tony.
Well, we were talking before the break, you're going to need some of these young kids, and Coach Wiggins taking an opportunity, took a time out there so to bring up a fourth down, and Tyreek Frazier's going to be back in punt to field his punt again as LaGrange High lines up to kick to punt the ball away.
Well, it's interesting. We talk a lot about how we have had some games over the past couple of years where the Cavaliers, the punt gets off. The Cavaliers have done very well, and a lot of playing time has been given to players. Frazier's going to fall down at about the 42-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Good job by Tyreek, Jack. He came up and caught that ball on the run. Probably saved his team 20 yards of field position right there.
But it also happens the same way in a loss like this where you get some guys out there and are able to fight through adversity.
Well, I'm sure Coach Wiggins would much prefer to play those young kids if he was ahead, but again, the coaching staff has took a beating. The kids have taken a beating. I've taken a beating. The Callaway fans have taken a beating. But we'll be back. We'll show up next week, and we'll be okay. We'll learn from this, and we'll take it for what it's worth. Learn from it, and try to get better during the week.
Here comes Callaway back to the line of scrimmage. High formation for him. Tall sweep going around the right side. Gets to the corner, cuts inside after a nice block to the 40, down to the 30-yard line.
That's number 6, Jack Young Jr., Dominic Copeland. Dominic's been on the defensive side of the ball most of the night tonight, and now he's getting a chance to show what he can do on offense from a tailback position. He brings a lot of speed to that tailback position, and can give Coach Wiggins a lot of reps, and can give some of these guys a rest.
Sanders back under center. Backs up, hands the ball off to Copeland again. Copeland doesn't see a hold and tries to break it out to the outside.
Ball's on the ground, Jack.
Yep, Rangers get it, and they get the ball, it looks like.
Yeah, big hit that time for the Rangers by number 15, Dominique Copeland, as he did a good job to knock that ball loose. So Cavaliers with another turnover, and brings that defense right back out onto the field, and the offense for LaGrange with 2:44 to go here left in this ball game.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'll see some of those younger players again. Because it's been a little rough tonight for that starting defense. They've been on the field a long time tonight.
Yeah, they'll rest good tonight, Jack. They sure will. But again, they got a short week next week, and they got to let it go, get ready to play Best Academy next week.
Both sidelines are clearing. Greg, at least we got this whole ball game in tonight. We had to stop halfway through last night.
Well, I'm glad it didn't rain. When we first started tonight, I looked over my shoulder and a thunderstorm coming, and so I'm glad it held off.
Number 14, Javoski Levitt from his linebacker position with that tackle as the Rangers again move the sticks out about 4 or 5 yards, picking up good positive yardage even with these younger kids playing now.
Of course, I'm especially happy for you that you didn't get wet down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been here. I would have melted.
I guess maybe from the Callaway perspective, maybe we wish it had a lightning. Lightning certainly struck down on the field. I'll be quite honest with you.
A little thunder as well.
A little blue lightning down there in the form of number 3, LaPerry and Perry. But again, hats off to LaGrange High School. Good luck the rest of the season, and enjoy it. 364 days. That's what rivalries are about. That's what it's all about.
Minute 42 left to go. Clock ticking down. 44-30 is your score. No, 20, excuse me. My eyes not
we'll take
good.
those 10, Jack.
I was just going to give us a few more points.
Yeah.
Hand off into the line as the Grangers going to continue to fight their way down. Hey, nice little play by the Grangers.
Got a late flag. Another face mask call against Callaway, it looks like. So that's going to move the ball across the 50 and down. It's only a 5-yarder, so
incidental.
So that's going to give LaGrange High School a first down. Ball's across the 45 at their own 46-yard line.
Boykin enjoying some nice playing time here late in the ball game. Back in at quarterback. Take the snap, and he'll take a knee. A character play there by the LaGrange High School football staff. So we're down under right at a minute now, 44-20.
Well, this one well in hand, and Coach Burks has been in the game long enough to know you're going to be on both sides of these. He understands the sportsmanship and the camaraderie between the coaches. So, a class move by him and his staff.
Second down. Boykin lets the time tick down as far as he can. 12 seconds left on the play clock.
That's hard on those offensive linemen having to be still for 12 or 15 seconds.
There's a snap, and he'll take his knee.
Down by the quarterback. The great team.
And he won't have to do that again. The clock will tick down, and that'll be the final tonight. 44-20 will be your final score. We'll step away. We'll come back. We've got some stuff to talk about here in the postgame. But the LaGrange High School Grangers have won this one against Callaway tonight by a score of 44-20. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football right here on Eagle Sports.
The story you're about to hear is real. I was working out of my office at Holmes Pharmacy. My name is Friday. Then she walked in.
I've got to see Mr. Good Deal.
You came to the right place, lady.
Do you work here?
At Holmes Pharmacy? Yeah, I'm Friday.
Today's just Wednesday.
Holmes Pharmacy has a great selection of over-the-counter healthcare needs, and those are just the facts. Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton, home of Mr. Good Deal.
That's why I'm here.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Watching Greg down there. Looks like one of the baton twirlers with his microphone. Talented the way he.
Hey, I caught it too.
Didn't slam it to the ground. It looked like what the old weather man from Columbus used to. Doug used to flip his chalk at the end of his.
He did, but I have no idea what his last name is.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Wallace.
Doug Wallace. That's exactly it. That boy.
How about that?
That boy. And for those of you under 40, you have no idea what we're talking about.
I can't believe I remembered his name.
They used to do the weather on a chalkboard back then.
There you go.
And, so it's a little different now with your AccuWeather forecast. But the Grangers have come away with a big victory tonight, 44-20 against the Callaway Cavaliers, and it's a night of mistakes. Of course, the game of football is a game of mistakes, but tonight really it was about penalties on both sides of the ball.
And you know, Jack, you're exactly right. But it was penalties on both sides. But again, you know, we've said it all night, and again, this is just my opinion from watching. LaGrange High was able to overcome a lot of those mistakes.
How do you respond?
How did they respond? They'd be second and 20, and Perry was able to get 21. And the Cavaliers tonight just weren't able to do that. You know, they were not able to do that. And you know, as the Grangers celebrate down here, and I don't blame them. They played really well. A lot of enthusiasm, excited for them. And, you know, enjoy it. That's what a rivalry is all about. And from the Callaway perspective, you know, keep your head up, suck it up.
Yep.
You know, yeah, you got to watch that. So, you know, you remember it, you move on. But nothing wrong with that. And, you know, congratulations to the LaGrange High School. Big win for them and their program. But as I told you before, you're never as good as you look, and you're never as bad as you look. So they say that most times you'll see the most improvement in teams between week 1 and week 2.
Yep.
So what the Cavaliers got to do now is go back to work, a short week. They come back down here. We are at home again next week, Thursday night. That should help everything against Best Academy, who Jack, I don't know if our fans know a lot about Best Academy. They have some tremendous athletes. They beat Callaway last year 14-7 up at Grady Stadium, and they had a running back who ran for over 1,700 yards last year. I think, fortunately for the Cavaliers, he's playing college ball now. So, but again, they'll have athletes and they'll be ready to play. And the Cavaliers have got to. The only thing they can do is clean up what they do best. They can't worry about their opponent. They got to get better themselves.
Greg, let's go at your perspective down the field.
No, Tony's exactly right. You know, people used to tell me, hey, you need to be worried about your competition. It's like, well, I need to be concerned about them, but I've got my own game plan. I need to worry about what we do right, fundamentally, how we answer the calls, how we treat customers. You know, and it's the same way about football. You got to ask yourself, how am I going to respond come Monday afternoon at practice? You put this behind you. How am I going to work on my technique? How am I going to come off the ball as an offensive lineman? In my mind, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? How am I going to fix it? You know, these boys have been playing football most of their life. They pretty much know what they did, what they need to improve upon.
And you make a great point, Greg. You got to first start. You got to look at yourself first. You know, you don't want to blame anybody. You got to look at yourself and figure out, what can I do to get better? How can I get better and therefore help my team get better?
You know, it's kind of like I was just reminded, we need to tell the score more often next week.
Well, I tell you what, we said it about every 30 seconds tonight. They may have got I got tired of saying it, to be quite honest with you, but I felt like we owed it to our listeners to let them know what the score was. Believe me, it wasn't fun saying 44-20.
No, you're right.
With us not getting 44, but you know, again, I'll be right here with them. Be right here with them again next week. But
hey,
you know, again, it's a big week next week. We get Troop High and LaGrange next Friday night. And then on Thursday, a lot of good high school football next week for our fans to enjoy.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back one more time, talk about that, look ahead. You're right now, the Callaway Cavaliers have lost to the Grangers 44-20 right here on Eagle Sports.
Testing.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
Hey, y'all, this is Jonathan Moose Matt with King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. It's that time of year. The kids are heading back to school. Football is kicking into high gear. And at King Chevrolet Kawasaki, we're having our huge 2015 model year closeout sale. And they're doing it for a reason, y'all. Shop us online at kingautocorner.com or kingchevy.net. Every vehicle clearly marked with the region's lowest prices on new Chevrolets. It's simple. I want your business. The Moose is loose at King Chevrolet Kawasaki. Y'all come see me.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Callaway Cavalier football. A tough night for the Cavaliers, 44-20 loss in this one. And Greg, I don't know if you're going to be able to get the coach tonight.
I don't know that he wants to talk.
Well, he may not, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get to him. As there's a whole lot of folks down the field commiserating with the Cavaliers and congratulating the Grangers.
What are they doing?
Commiserating.
Man, you killing me with these words.
Exponentially?
Man. Yeah, see, y'all blowing me out of the water up here. Y'all got to start talking English now. You forget who you're talking to. Commiserate. Is that what you said?
Yeah, commiserate. That's when you kind of you're sharing emotions. You're empathetic with the other person. Never mind.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, okay.
Well, it is.
We're trying, Jack.
Can empathize.
44-20. There ain't a whole lot I can say.
No, there isn't.
Wow.
But, let's go back to what you were talking about right before the break, Tony, that, of course, this is just a bump in the road. We're just getting things started. We saw some things we can work on. Had a couple of big plays that got called back. Mistakes. The mental ones are the one we've got to avoid going forward.
Well, those are really the only ones you can control. You know, it's a concentration thing. You got to focus a little better. You got to obviously you want to be you want to work hard to try to avoid some of those cramps. And you know, both teams dealt with it. Both teams had the same exact
playing conditions,
circumstances to deal with. They they both made mistakes. Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, this. Yeah, that. But those are excuses. And again, it just all boiled down to LaGrange being able to overcome more adversity, better overcome adversity than Callaway did. I'll bet you if you look at the number of penalties, I don't know if anybody can count that high, but I bet you they'll be pretty close to being even.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, they did what they had to do. They did a good job on defense. I thought they forced Callaway. They put 8 men in the box and forced Callaway to make some plays. I thought they won both sides of the line of scrimmage.
That's for sure. LaGrange's offensive line impressed me.
They did a really good job giving Perry. And all Perry needs is just a little crease. He's so quick and can really make some plays with his legs. And you know, they don't talk too much about him throwing the ball, but he made a handful of pretty good throws.
Yes, he did.
Of course, again, his O-line gave him a lot of opportunities. So
really, it was only on special teams where he got kind of blown up. He really did get hit a whole lot with running the ball.
That's right.
But of course, JT put it on him pretty big on a return. That scares me. I don't know if I could have a start quarterback back there deep on a
well, you know, that's one thing that I'm sure is going to concern them. But you know. You hate to see him take all those hits, but unfortunately, this is a contact sport, and it comes with a game. But you know, I thought he did a good job, and you know, again, now can you carry that momentum into next week? And of course, you know, if you're the Cavaliers, you almost want to burn this film, but you know, it is what it is, and the Cavaliers will be back. Grangers will play next week. They'll play Friday against Troop. Callaway will play Thursday against the sun. Will come up in the morning. It'll probably rain tomorrow. I got to cut grass. You know, the only thing I don't know is if I'm going to get up in the morning. You know, I ain't got no guarantees of that. But the sun,
we're going to hope.
The sun will be up tomorrow. You know, and I watch these kids and I watch everybody. What do you do? Commiserate? Is that
Commiserate with them, yeah.
Well, the guys I'm watching are shaking hands and hugging with the other. You know, and they know each other.
Sure.
Their parents know each other. And you
some
see
of them taking selfies.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you see there's a lot of friends and family down there. You know, you got family playing on both teams. You know, so you got kids down there that know each other, and they'll probably heal up quicker than our fans will. You know, because they're 16 to 17. But you know, they'll put it behind them and move on. Coaching staff will be fine, and you know, you go back to work Monday. See if you can't get better.
All right, Greg. Closing thoughts from you.
I'm like Tony. You know, you just put it behind you, keep your chin up, take a deep breath. Strap it back on. Let's go. I mean, you just got to go. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You got a whole season in front of you.
Greg, if you don't care, Jack don't care, I'm going to throw LaGrange High's roster away because I really don't want to see it again. You know, to be quite honest with you. But I might ought to keep it for next week's game because they do play the Troop High Tigers next Friday
night. On the sideline.
Yeah, so I better keep that, I guess. Okay.
Right. Well, the Callaway Cavaliers have fallen tonight by a score of 44-20 to LaGrange High School Grangers. LaGrange just hit on all cylinders, made a few less mistakes than the Cavaliers. Cavaliers made the mistakes in the wrong places, that's for sure. But it's been a great night of football. We didn't get lightning doubt. We got to play this all the way through. But we do invite you to continue to listen to us all season long as we'll be carrying the Cavaliers on through. They'll take on Best Academy coming up Thursday. Tony mentioned that. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. We'll go on the air at 6:30 with pregame for that ball game. Best will be coming here, so we don't have to travel up to Atlanta. That's a good thing. So, in fact, as I look at this whole schedule, we've mentioned that.
Yes.
It's not a bad schedule for travel.
You know, you got 3 what we call road games. We go to Franklin in a couple of weeks, Hurt County. We actually go to we go up to Cedartown. No, I'm sorry, Rockmart. Right, and then we go to Carrollton. So we can live with those road trips right there. We certainly can.
We know where all the restaurants are here in
there
Point.
You go.
So we can
27's a good road.
And Coleman knows where all the Dollar Generals are.
I got one thing. My man Michael Buchanan over here on on the Bull 100 does a great job with LaGrange High School. LaGrange scores their 44th point a while ago, and he looks over at me and says it should be 45. I said, Michael, you got enough. Don't make me come over there, okay? So I told him, but congratulations to LaGrange High once again. They did a great job.
If he happens to fall down the steps, we didn't have anything to do with that. I just want to point that out. So 44-20 is your final here from Callaway Stadium. We appreciate you joining us for everybody that's involved in putting this broadcast together. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange. The 15